Please start the preview player to accurately sync your status. So, oh, there we go. Okay, now it's working.
What's the name of the video? What's the name of it?
It's just in the background, episode 13. Your event is starting. Okay, here it goes. Is it actually going, or just still says starting? My goodness.
Starting soon.
Oh man, my freaking camera is just all kinds of crazy silly. Player to accurately sync your
Don't forget to put this on the
status. So. Oh, there we go.
No,
okay,
it's
now
already
it's
been
working.
deleted.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now this needs to be fixed. Background episode. It's just in the background episode. Oh my goodness, that needs to be paused before everyone. Starting. Okay, here it goes. Oh man, now you guys won't just be able to hear me like a million times. I'll just mute that and then just there. There. Okay.
Are you starting?
Yeah, it should be live. Is it not working for you?
It still said, there it goes. It's going.
New things. Oh, jeez. Now remember, anytime you guys, anything I hear will be broadcast. So like, be careful what you play in the background there.
Okay, everybody, let's have a clap along. Come on, everybody, join in. You know the word.
1, 2, 3, clap. Sorry. Okay, well, hello. I don't know if anyone's watching. I'm gonna see how this. Oh wow, this is cool. I can create a highlight as we're going. I'm not used to this. This is all new to me. How this is working. Okay, so yeah, I guess there's 3 people watching right now. It's really difficult to tell. We're used to using Google Hangouts. I'm not using Google Hangouts, which is good because this actually gives us like better video quality. It gives us a lot, basically I get more options. It's more flexible, whatever. But I'm still getting used to how this is all displayed. So, also too, if you been wondering where I've been the last couple of weeks, you 3 or 4 people, 4 now, that are watching, I'm sorry I wasn't here the last couple of weeks. So there you go. I need to get a link to this real quick, just some preliminary stuff. You can stare at this wonderful background. In fact, actually, let me load up one you can look at while I'm doing this. Why not? I'm actually going to load up is this it? I think this is it. I'll load up a Cantos thing and you can look at that for a second. While I go refresh this, I need to get a link to the video so that I can...
I only see comments. I can't even see any comments.
I don't think there are any yet.
Oh, there they are. They're on the side. Found them.
Yeah. Are you looking at the control board or whatever?
I'm now looking at the actual comments thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know if there's...
I do want to comment that your beard makes you look less Justin Bieber-y.
One of you should make a comment just so I can test to see if this all works from the control panel. Okay, I don't see it yet, so go figure. But we'll see how that works. Anyways, I need to get the link to this, so click on that. Control C.
Toonwerks actually posted a thing on the Twitters. You can put it on the Facebooks too.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Put it on the Tumblrs too.
Oh god, I don't know how to work Tumblr. Can one of you go do that?
That's right, you're on Tumblr. Okay, we never put anything on Tumblr.
I was gonna post something to Fred.
Oh god! Oh god! Oh
what?
God!
Make sure to like it on the Tumblrs.
I need to go to Google.
The ice level. How dare you show me that horribleness?
What?
The ice level.
The ice level's not horrible. Look at it. It's beautiful.
I ice level.
You know what's cool about the ice level here is the crystals glitter, or they glint in like the light. Let's see, in the background. There might be actually quite a big delay on this, but that's fine. I'm getting a commercial online. Google Plus. Oh, I should have done this all ahead of time. Look how terrible I am. I don't want to find my friends. Get out of here. I apologize, everybody.
First comment.
Do we? I'm gonna go see if it shows up.
Oh
yeah.
The page.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, it does. It shows up automatically for me. It says Fedora Mark. I am a comment. Cool.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh no, you need to do the Mark voice.
Oh, it's. I am a comment.
Yeah.
I don't like most movies. I was gonna name a specific movie. I couldn't remember what it was.
Except for one mediocre one.
Casey, your account isn't complete. I don't care. How do
I like movies. Casey, when are you gonna fix up your logo?
I like the logo.
It's too bright.
Profile, people, photos. Oh, communities. That's what I gotta click on.
Show.
What?
What?
I don't
Drink
know.
about-
Channel
I'm
Frederator
out of beer.
Network.
I
I
kind
guess
of want
it's
more. I should just drink vodka.
beer.
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 Oh, jeez. See, art. Do I still have the copy from the? Yeah, I do. God, I feel like a nub today.
What kind of a nub?
Hey everyone, a noob nub. Hey everyone, live streaming some art drawing for.
Is that a sentence?
Yep, it is now.
God, I want nachos.
Check
I
it
don't have
out.
anything to make nachos with except I think cheese, but I want nachos.
Share. All right, that's shared. So there we go. Cool. By the way, look at that wonderful Sunloft City part of the level. Look at that. Isn't just
I like Sunloft
just the
City.
beautiful.
You're gonna name all those books?
No.
Oh.
We're not doing the legendary frog background joke on this. It's just not worth it.
Well, anyways, so
They're all the Bible.
all right. So, anyways, back to work. Let me load up. All right. So Joseph, you don't like this back. Oh, you don't see it yet, but you don't like the original wall or anything.
I am worried that it won't look good, like next to these very pastel-looking characters in the foreground.
Once
It is
loads,
kind of
take a
drab, though. I mean, like the colors are very desaturated, except for like the door.
I guess I won't know until I see it.
look.
But I do have like one in here. Hold on.
The only thing I don't like about the first background you did is the door. It's way too bright, and it
You
does
think
look
so?
like a hallway. It does look like a hallway.
I like the door. Oh my god, you guys don't have any sense of style. That's the problem.
No, it's just that I think it's too bright. I'm still waiting for the background to load. It's been 20 seconds since you said it. Nothing's happened.
I'm watching it on my end of the stream. What do you guys?
I still see the Canthos background.
Really?
There we go.
Yeah,
There it is.
there's probably
What's
gonna
it,
be there's probably gonna be quite a big delay because it is streaming in HD. But
I just think, like when I'm looking at this, I imagine a kind of a pleasant darker background. Kind of
pleasant
gray.
darker background.
Yeah, because like hotels are dark with like
What
The-
what hotel is dark ever?
because they all they have is a little lamp illuminating the entire room. That's my memories of hotels.
What kind of hotels have you been to?
it's
2
bioluminescent
stars.
walls. Bioluminescent walls.
2 stars. John Curry says yes, which is not a hello, but I'm going to treat it as a hello. Hello, John Curry! Welcome to In the Background with your host, Casey. Why does it say the Casey Mobile? This is Toonwerks. That needs to be changed.
Well, it says we still have the Toonwerks logo in the top right-hand corner.
I'm just gonna make it invisible.
Brand confusion.
Well, okay. Do you
For a
want me to
corporation, we
okay.
could sue you.
Do you want me to just desaturate the colors or like?
Nope, you missed part. Well, 20 seconds ago.
You know what? Don't worry about this shot because I may not even end up using it. To be honest.
Okay, so okay, so here's what we're gonna do, cause like I don't know like what we're doing anymore. So let me just delete this. Okay, so
Just don't worry about it right now.
Just get started on like the main background.
well, okay, well what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do some scribbling and we're gonna try to figure out what exactly we're looking for.
You can do an overhead. You can do an overhead schematic first, just to understand the layout of like the bed, the door, and any furniture.
Yeah, since you guys are on quite a bit of a delay.
I'm not super worried about continuity, so don't worry too much about layout.
Fair enough.
Well, okay. Well, here's sort of how I imagine the room in my mind, like a top-down sort of layout. Let's just here, hold on. Here's my original idea for it. After we've been talking, I'm thinking it probably should be
Gonna wait 30 seconds.
Yeah, you'll see it in a bit.
Okay.
I think it should have. Well, we need a bed. We need a window, and I think there should be a desk maybe by the window. So we can put so we can put like a lamp and stuff and pieces of paper and pencils floating around on it.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah,
And a Bible.
and a Bible. Well, all hotels have Bibles in them.
Bible.
Do they still put Bibles?
I'm
in
pretty
hotels?
sure they do. Yeah.
In this day and age.
Oh, in the future? Well, they got. In fact, they
No,
have
like
more.
today,
They have. Oh, in this day, I thought you meant
It
in
should
the
be
Wonders
the
of the Universe day and age.
Necronomicon. The Necronomicon.
They have the No, they got to have a Bible for every possible religion in the universe. So there's just gonna be like a bookshelf,
It's the
filled,
Mormon
and it's gonna be.
Bible, the Jewish Bible, the Islamic Bible.
I'm actually gonna start up some music because
Bible.
guess what? We can actually listen to music now. So I'm gonna pick out my live streaming safe folder. It has all these things. There's only 2 hours and 38 minutes worth of music in here, but whatever.
What do you draw? What is the shape motif of this room?
Sharp, pointy objects. I imagine being round.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't know.
Round and curved. I guess.
So yeah. So that you can kind of see that. This is the layout we had that I had in my mind for them. Like with the bed, I was gonna have a circular bed. I think we originally imagined triangles being
It's like a car-shaped bed.
a car-shaped bed.
Remember, they have 2 kids too, so they gotta have like.
There's
2
the only one available.
They all just sleep in the same bed. They're snakes. They gotta curl up with each other.
Ew.
Well, we're mammals. We think that's gross, but obviously they don't.
It's a different species.
Yeah. This is how it goes.
You have to have a door to a bathroom.
Yeah, I just drew that in over the circle area, and then
They
there's.
may not see it, but yeah.
Yeah, so this is kind of how I imagined the room looking like. Now, oh, and by the way, here I'll draw in just so you can see the side with the window will be like a blue box down
We'll see
here.
in 30 seconds.
Yeah, you'll get there.
You'd be doing this in a Google Doc, so we can all be drawing it at the same time.
Yeah.
No, don't bother.
So the bed is the orange, the window is the blue, and then I didn't really think about much else in the room yet. But this is.
Is that
and that was-
cool?
It could be a hot tub.
It's all the water floating out of it.
The delay is like 5 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, but
What if that
we'll live
program
through it.
you're using is making it worse?
The delay probably because it's streaming in HD, but it's more for the audience than it is for you guys, unfortunately.
What's that thing you just made? Is it the bathroom?
Yeah. I'm watching the stream right now. So yeah, the orange is the bed, the blue is the window. That's how I imagine it. And it's gonna
watching
be.
the stream is probably slowing it down too.
You think so?
Like, at least put the stream that you're watching in like low definition.
Oh yeah, I probably should do that. Oh, it is. It's in like 360. No, it's probably just gonna be long because it's it's streaming to YouTube. So
If we were watching in Google Hangouts, we wouldn't have this problem. Just saying. Okay.
Wait a second.
What?
How do snakes go to the bathroom in space?
How do they go to the bathroom? Period.
Well, I'm sure they have anuses.
Well, anyway, so I imagine the ceiling being
Imagine a
curved.
bathroom on an alien spaceship.
So let's see.
How do snakes mate?
Oh.
They pretty sure that the males have a penis that extends out from them.
Well, this
Okay.
conversation just got interesting. Now, I kind of
It's
imagined.
nature, it's beautiful.
Now, I kind of imagine that the room shape would be kind of like. So I'm drawing a thing in now. I'm gonna make it green, and that's like the If you were looking into the room from the door, it kind of like the room kind of has this shape, and the curved side is the window. Just sort of like an arc or whatever was sort of what I was gonna go for. But I realized that doesn't really work with the top-down shape here. You'll see me drawing it right now.
Huh.
But
So
what?
we want this to have a circular shape motif, I guess, because it deals with the passengers, right?
I guess originally I was gonna go for triangles, but
Triangles are bad things.
yeah, well it ends up not really working very well. Oh well, I'm gonna simplify this down a little bit because I think that just the way I'm doing it isn't really gonna make it work.
We should probably just keep things simple.
Well, it's simpler is usually always better in a lot of cases. That's something I've learned over the years. So, okay.
Prison has taught me anything.
It's keep things simple and shank or be shanked.
Shank or be shaked, yeah. Keep things simple.
Sangria in the toilet. Of course, it's shank or be shanked. Oh, Scruffy is the best character in Futurama.
Scruffy's gonna live how he died.
Okay, so you're gonna start seeing me drawing the room now from the door looking in.
We're talking about pop culture, Casey.
I know. So like, let me know. I'm just gonna keep drawing and let me know what you think.
What's that orange round thing?
That was the bed. It was a round bed. That was my idea, but I like the idea of there being a pool a little bit better. But that'd be like a first
pool
class.
because I'm not drawing. I'm not animating a waterfall.
What's needed for the scene? A doorway, a room, and 2 beds. Or 1 bed if you make it big enough.
They're cold-blooded, so imagine if a snake goes in a hot tub.
They just die. They just boil to death.
Yeah. Mark, have you ever seen Bob's Burgers?
Yes, I watched like the first season all when I was 6, so I'm
Oh yeah, Bob's Burgers is great. It just gets better.
Okay, so you see that room there. I'm drawing the doorway right now, but like
yeah. You want to do your patented Padme's suite on Coruscant sort of arced room thingy.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Remember that everyone's floating in here?
Yeah.
So we may have to like artificially make the room like taller than it like normally would be.
Yeah, originally I was gonna make it taller. I was gonna have here I'll start drawing kind of what I was originally.
So just keep in mind that like people are gonna be floating. They won't be on the ground very often.
I also kind of imagine that we won't use this angle that much.
Yeah, well, I'm just drawing this for a quick version of this for reference to kind of get an idea for where we want to go with this, and then I'll start drawing a final version of the angle that we actually need. Oh, what about this? So here we go.
Stop squiggling on everything, God.
Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't waste time.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't squiggle on things.
Okay. Oh, do you see what I'm doing there, though? Like with the room, the top of the room coming up higher?
Yeah, no, I see what you want to do.
For this icon, you chose, like, a bland, boring desert.
Well, it was one of the stock ones, and it was bright and colorful.
No, it's not. It's yellow.
Whatever. It's colorful.
It's
Yellow is
a single
colorful.
color. It's not full of colors.
Okay, but yeah, so here we go. What do you think of this room shape?
It looks like a boot.
I love it. It's a metaphor for their desire to have feet.
She's like an old woman living in a shoe with all of her kids and doesn't know what to do.
No, that's
Jerry, it's the boot room. I love it because I always wanted to have toes.
All right, well,
but not fingers.
I don't want fingers though. Those are disgusting.
Okay, well, so do you think this is fine then?
It's fine. I don't know. It's up to Joseph. It's his thing.
Well, we won't be seeing that angle, like ever.
Draw the angle we will see.
Well, I was just trying to get a room shape down so we knew what we were drawing.
Yeah, but.
Okay, so we need to know. So we need to know what. Okay, so what?
I mean, I like that shape and stuff, but we really won't be seeing that angle.
Well, that's fine, but I need to know what the room looks like before we can continue. All right, so that's fine. I'll stick with that design in my mind then.
So is the window on the right or left?
It's on the right. It's on the right.
Yeah, so it's gonna be kind of curved.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so moving.
It means we're gonna need a brand new nebula to fly by. Oh wait, I think we're gonna have like the warp stars in the background.
Well, anyways, okay, so
You're jumping to ultra space.
all right, well, either way, so okay, so the first shot is just the door, isn't it?
Maybe, yeah.
Like,
I mean, we might see the shot, yeah, but.
Well, because I know that in the storyboard it like has
all this effort into a scene that's only gonna be in there for like 3 seconds, you know.
Well, but I mean, like we may have to if it's I'm just saying, like I need to know like shot for shot what we're doing. We'll just draw the whole episode right now. Look at that, the whole short. So the first shot is it comes in, and it's straight onto the door, isn't it?
That's the way Crispo did it. But I'm not being slavish to Crispo's storyboard.
Well, okay, but like, are you Because I know you animated the first part of it, so is that how the first part works?
It's not animated yet since I'm still waiting for voices for that character.
Oh, well then what do you want to do for that first shot then?
It's either the front view shot or just one from the side. Uh-oh. Petunia, what happened?
What?
Petunia.
Petunia. Oh no, Petunia.
Oh, it's fine.
Well, okay. Well, either way then. So what we want to do is
Sorry, just some weird happened to my animation is because I had stuff.
I think we should go ahead and do it from the front angle, just because it'll give us some diversity. Because the rest of it's just going to be all from the side, I think, ultimately. So, like, what we'll do... And this will work out, I think, because what we can do is we can put them in front of the window. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw this. Give me a sec. We're gonna just speed draw the crap out of this.
Yeah,
So this is the biggest this shot will actually be. So what we can do is I'm just gonna really cheaply sort of put fills in and stuff, because we don't have to worry about like how far this actually extends off of the stage. In fact, I don't even know what I'm doing there. All we have to do is this.
I don't know.
Just what you're doing, Casey. It's 20 seconds behind.
Well, I'm more or less talking for the viewers,
Oh.
not for you jerks. You're here for like
Chuck
support.
says the delay is like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but we'll live. It's only bad whenever I have to like ask you guys what you want me to do. Otherwise, you can just sort of watch it, and we can just talk about things and just sort of discuss things about things we saw during the week. So that's fine.
We need to meet up at a con, so this doesn't happen.
I got an email about some con actually, and I have yet to look at what it actually says.
Who sent you an email about a con?
I don't know. I saw it when I was at work. I was like, I gotta remember to look at that. And every time I remember to look at it, I'm doing something else. Okay, so Joseph, you said you think the background should be blue.
Well, just my eye for color, which I don't know if it's good or not, thought the one you made before did not match the characters very well.
Okay.
You want to contrast the characters. You don't really want them to match, because you want them to pop out.
Well, the contrast, they're all mostly green, so the contrast to green is like orange.
Take out my book.
Well, I mean, I know what the contrasting color to that is.
You can, remember, you can just put it in the cooler and see what happens. Contrast to green is purple.
Purple, eh?
See, that's probably why I was thinking bluish. I don't know about purple, but
let me
You can go to a texture, a triad color. I mean, cooler.adobe.com.
Now, I don't have a spray paint tool anymore. I noticed this last time I was in Flash. It's missing. I don't know whatever happened to it. So that sort of sucks.
Maybe no one was using it except for you.
I was the only person. But whatever. So what we're gonna do to make stars is just import them from another file. Let's see. Oh. I'll make the
Start to plaid.
God, I can't actually use
You see what Space was wearing?
Actually, hold on. Let me pop open Photoshop and I'll make some stars and stuff on that.
Well, we're not going to use the stars, so let's put anything back there.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
like
a
Star Trek, Trek.
Don't worry about the background of the background. Worry about the actual objects, because we can fill in the sky with everything. You can sit here all night making a nebula, but that's not important.
Sure, it is. It's part of it. I'm gonna do the entire thing tonight.
No, there is no nebula. It's going to be Star Trek, stars like flying by.
That's it.
As a showrunner, you have to listen to him, or you're gonna be fired.
I'm gonna be fired. Oh, you'll be fired. I'll show you.
I'm not joking. Do what he says, or I will fire you out of a cannon.
Well, that was the idea. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I always imagine that they're just going to where they're going to.
But I mean, they could be flying by something. I don't know. I'll do something interesting. So, and besides, this is an interesting way to show off like how I've been doing this. So let's make a Width 1280.
It's not important right now.
720.
Don't waste your
Shush!
time doing backgrounds.
I'm
like
not-
doing backgrounds for the backgrounds.
Don't waste your time on backgrounds! That's fine, we got this. Alright.
You need like a picture of space.
Control Shift N. Well, I need to show I've been doing this too, so like people can see and you guys.
In the break room, don't we have a picture of a nebula?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, we used to have that. Used to have that like motivational poster, but those just don't look good hanging on the wall. Space, it's amazing.
Space, it's amazing.
Wonder if people like episode 2 of Black Book, the animatic.
I don't know. We had some comment. You can post a comment on the Frederator forums or on the Facebooks.
It was on Facebook, wasn't it?
I think so. Hey, here's a possible color scheme we can use because it has green.
Green.
Joseph, do you like that color palette?
I like the window, like the leftmost one.
The blue?
Yeah. Did you take the one of the colors from the snake people to make this color?
No, I just looked for similar greens on the most popular.
Make sure I'm on our new layer here so nothing crazy happens.
What are you making, Casey? Are you making stars?
Yes. What?
So let me get this straight. For the background angle that we're probably not going to use but once, you're making an additional background object.
This isn't gonna take very long.
Alright, I'm timing you.
Hold on. Go ahead and time me. I'm not threatened. I do need to change the brush tip shape.
That's what she said.
Also, like Petunia's blouse thing is very orange. It stands out a lot.
Yeah. To be fair, you didn't really use like a color scheme to come up with Petunia. I guess why not upload a picture of Petunia to see what the color scheme is?
How do you? Okay. Like I was just looking at this one here.
Go to create, and then you hit the create from image in the top right corner.
I was looking at that.
Aspirin color theme. Aspirin was a genericized brand name. Yeah, there's no green in here though, but
Yeah, but I like the blues. This
Yeah. So Casey, make it green, faded blue, and an orange.
Link it to me.
It's in we already did.
Oh, what? Look at that. Look at that beautiful starscape.
I can't. It's on a 20-second delay.
We know, Mark.
We know. We understand. Okay, just shut up already. No, I'm just kidding.
Kill me, girl.
I was gonna make it snowing. I was like,
Make it snowing.
yeah, space snow.
Brother made a back in high school. He made a Tetris game in C++, and for the title screen, he wanted to have a starscape background, but he screwed up on the code, so the stars wouldn't pass behind objects like text and stuff. They would stop when they hit it. So he ended up making a snow effect rather than like snow that would pile up instead of a star field, which was still cool.
I'm just putting some different colored stars in the background here, so like...
I have pink stars, purple stars,
Stars.
and some square stars.
Jars.
Brilliant.
Jars!
It's a brilliant short. Everyone loved it. You know what? That let's look at my analytics. Here, let me look at my analytics. The punching boulders skit is continuously getting views.
Yeah, because that one's funny.
Yeah, that one's this was the best one. But like, it's like out of my entire channel, it's been my most popular movie for like 3 months.
Yeah. You should have other people make more popular movies for you.
Yeah, I wrote it.
Yeah, of course you did, sure.
Did I write it? I think I wrote it. I don't even know anymore.
Save as. This is gonna be a
Casey, it's
PNG.
been like 4 minutes.
Look, it's not been like 4 hours, has it? I
could've
need to
just
turn on my
said
AC.
Starfield that we usually use. In fact, there's one in.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay, I didn't write it.
You just voiced the doctor.
Yeah, Alex. I wrote the Sherry Broken one, which I really like.
Which one was that?
Screenshots.
The one where Sherry Broken is in it. And she's like,
Wonders.
"Claire, I want to have toys.
Oh, that was fantastic. I love that one too.
I got pissed off with that one. I knew I'd use her voice for some reason.
Your butt's really big, and then her eyes.
Yeah. Why is your butt so big?
Here we go, okay.
Oh, great. Casey's back.
I was turning on the AC. Okay, now,
Say N-O to the AC.
I wish there was more music in the YouTube, like, Commons library that you can use.
Just put on Blue to Noob.
It hasn't come up yet. We've listened to, like, 4 other tracks.
Oh.
I can't listen to music.
Now we're listening to the track that always used to play during the Boston Chicken commercials. Dun, da, 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 da.
That's
It's some
I
song.
don't know. This is Boston Pop. You're right. It's the 1812 Overture, I believe.
You won't name songs.
Oh, by the way, I watched the Godzilla trailer today, and I realized that they took music from they took a track from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, did that in the very first trailer. I think they did a good job with it. Personally.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Like that,
pretty
like
impressive music too.
that scene where they have the flares or whatever, and they're like dropping down.
Yeah.
It almost doesn't look like it should be in a Godzilla movie. I hope that movie's good. I'm in the mood.
It looks like it'll be good.
I'm in the mood for a giant monster movie that's a little more cerebral than Pacific Rim.
Then there was another one, I forget what it was. I saw a trailer for it. Was gosh, what was it?
Well, you mentioned X-Men.
Yeah, that's what it was. X-Men was using the main music from the movie Sunshine. Great track from Sunshine.
I hope that movie's good. Because if there's an X-Men movie, there's like a 1 in 5 chances, well, like a 4 in 5 chance it's not gonna be good.
I should have made this bigger, this Starfield.
Casey, enough. We don't need to make it perfect.
Yes, we do, damn it!
Casey,
Make it vertical.
I'm not gonna use it, so don't bother with it.
What do you mean we're not gonna use the Starfield?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I told you that when you first started. We're gonna do a Star Trek moving stars thing because they're in warp.
What? That's so boring, though.
It doesn't matter. It's not the point of the shot.
It's either gonna be that or if you want to draw a nebula later. But I thought it would be interesting to do something different.
I agree with the director.
Oh, you.
Might have been Chris's idea, but I forget.
I
But
agree with Chris. Screw the director.
Why is this?
So,
Oh no,
I
why
hear
is?
the Easter Bunny is visiting you guys tonight, right?
Yeah.
Easter
Sure.
Bunny visits me every night.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. Oh, I don't want to order a pizza.
You can put that background in the background though, just so you have, some black reference, I guess. But yeah, I'm trying not to use it.
Control Shift N. Yeah, no, that doesn't look right.
Continuity in the episode is going to be really bad. Characters are going to be moving around in places they shouldn't be because they can't move. Because they're floating around.
Hey, no, you just have to be careful and just plan it out. Like I went overboard with the episode 4.
And we all know how that turned out.
Amazing. I think it's partially why the last scene shot works really well is that for literally half the movie prior to that scene, you are watching the shots in zero gravity, which has the background always moves slightly, and the camera is almost always moving, except for maybe once or twice. And then when you get to that shot, the camera is still. So it is this drastic shift in the movement that I think you pick up subtly. And that's why it feels so different when you get to that scene.
I need to just go download Flash, like, the old one again.
You should be able to do that if you have.
I thought you said the spray can tool is gone, and I see you using it right now.
I'm not. I'm in Photoshop with the paintbrush tool, and I just set the scatter really high, and I'm just dabbing at the backdrop.
Okay.
Which actually is working out better than the spray paint tool did.
I think basically what the spray can tool was, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, this gives me actually more control over where things appear and how bright things are and stuff, so I guess this is ultimately, like, not a bad thing. It
is weird that's not a Flash anymore, though. Usually
I don't know why they would get rid of that.
It seems weird to take away features.
Well, that's what Adobe does with Flash lately.
Well, Flash doesn't really know what it wants to be anymore because it's no longer the dominant thing for rich media content, with HTML5 really taking over and other open source things, and they can't make money on it being a straight up animation program because After Effects can do that better than what they want. Really, it's only still around because it's got legacy stuff. People still use it, from what I understand. Dan would probably know a little more about this, but
that makes sense.
It's kind of like how World of Warcraft is popular because people have always played World of Warcraft, and they're just not going to stop.
Well, I mean, they just included in their Adobe like Creative Cloud.
Yeah,
so
no, I admit, Flash is in a really weird place.
Yeah. But me and Crispo now have the cheapest version of Toon Boom, so...
That's right, did Dan link you to that? Or was it you that linked me to that?
I linked you to that. I also linked Crispo, he ended up picking it up.
I was very tempted to, but I didn't really have the money to be bothered with it, so...
Yeah, it's the cheapest version of Toon Boom. So it's like the home version.
Yeah.
And I don't know what, and so like the more expensive one's gonna have more features, but at least we got something. I think Crispo was really looking for it. I think he really wanted it. I'm gonna start taking a look at it at some point.
See, what I should have done, this would have been a lot faster for me to do if I had just started the document out about, like, twice the size.
Why are you still drawing the stars, Casey?
Well, the reason, actually, that I would be done by now, it's just that I should have started I should have started... Yeah, we are, don't worry. I'll show you.
You'll show us the stars?
This stream's going on for 40 minutes.
It's been 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, like, a good portion of it was me trying to figure out, like, what the room was supposed to look like, because you didn't like the original version, so...
Now you're trying to figure out how the stars should look.
Yeah.
The stars you're not going to use.
Look,
why are you
Mark, why do you finesse the little things?
Why are you drawing like multiple times?
Because I should have made, this is what I was trying to say earlier, the backdrop for it should have been bigger. Like, I made it 1280 by 720, and I should have done it at, like 2 or 3 times that size, the canvas, because I have to be able to shrink it down.
Can you just increase the canvas size?
Probably, but I think that actually increases. Well, no, I guess we can do that.
If you were making an image in Photoshop that we are going to use in Flash,
yeah,
we scale Flash from 720 to 1080. So every image you make should be 1080 native.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Times 2. I don't know. I've always just worked in.
That's supposed. That should be how it is. So we avoid blurring.
I don't know. I always just drew everything in 720. Like I started that since like episode
because we were doing it in 720, but because we enlarge it, the right thing we should do is make everything at the native resolution that we want to have it in, which is 1080.
Okay. Well, I'll start doing that. with future things.
Cool.
And, 720 times 2. I'm just making sure that this whole, let's see, 1440. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness, that didn't... It just made them all white. How dumb. Oh no, I know why. Hold on. History, delete layer. I need to make another new layer and put it in the
You can't
background.
do that in your head. You need a calculator.
What? No! Look, I'm an artist, not a fucking mathematician.
Damn it, Jim.
Could be.
Damn it, Jim! Why isn't this bringing up like a new layer window? What's wrong with this? Control Shift N. Oh, here we go. Put that down there. Alright, fill that in, see how that looks. Okay, that's much better. That's about the size I need it to be at. So, in fact, this is actually bigger than that. Alright, so file, save
Speaking of
as.
tweet, Casey has been drawing a background for 20 minutes. We told him not to draw.
PNG. Where's the PNG option on this? Here we go. Starfield 1. Let's resave that. It's just I needed to make it bigger because I had to like shrink it down in the shot to be able to make it look right. And when I did that, it wasn't big enough. That's why I had to go back and redo it. That's why I realized later, oh, I just did it in the wrong dimensions. So okay, now this should be right. There we go. All right.
We know what happens on Monday.
What? I finally get the background done?
Cheap Easter Bunny candy.
Yay! Because the Easter Bunny sells all the candy that he has left over, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab more coffee and be right back.
Okay, now that he's gone, let's talk about how disappointed we are that he's drawing stars.
Now we don't need to pretend like the Easter Bunny's real. Yeah, why is he trying those stars? We told him like 5 times we're not going to use it.
He a little bit of perfectionist in him, which I can understand, but
It's
at the same
fine, but
like,
I mean, he just wanted a temp thing. He already had a temp thing made,
yeah, we have plenty of stars.
and he made one while we were talking. I
Whatever.
don't really care, but I just thought he was gonna do the background.
Yeah, screw you, Casey. Nobody tell Casey we're talking about him.
Yeah.
If you at home...
I'm
would
back.
like to-
Are there any new comments, by the way?
No, nobody said anything. What? Shut up. Nothing?
Okay, I was making sure. So what I'm gonna start like getting Newgrounds like audio, and I'm gonna test it to see if it is claimed or whatever, so I know what's like safe to stream and what isn't. So
Should be okay.
yeah, most of it's probably fine, but you never know. Okay, so what was the color scheme you guys said? Let me go take a look at that link if it's still there.
No, we deleted the links.
It's porn.
All right, is it the second one that you sent, Mark?
It's the one that Joseph said.
It's Let's Play videos.
Oh no! Wait, what? It's the one Joseph sent.
Here it is.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at it right now.
Click it.
It's this one. I'm looking at it right now. It's got this like sort of bronzy orange with the white and then like the lighter
I like
blues.
the blue in that one. And it was kind of contrast to Petunia's blouse.
No, I can work with this. I don't think I can import like the newest versions of Flash CC or like. Oh, whoops! That was an accident.
Take a screenshot of the colors, paste it into your thing, cut out everything that's not the colors.
Don't
or
they list the hex
take
values?
an eyedropper of the colors and draw them onto the background on the layer that you're not using.
That's kind of surprising. They don't list the like the hex values.
If you hover over them, they probably do. Yeah, if you hover over them, they do.
Oh yeah. Can't copy and paste them though.
Oh, 225378. Yeah.
You can click. You can click on edit and then see them directly.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, you can just click on it and it brings up a big like
Yeah.
So
Oh,
here,
I'm making color schemes. Ah!
Click on edit and you can do it.
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna open back up this Photoshop, make a new file, new. Yeah, sure. Edit, paste.
How do you change the darkness and stuff?
I don't know. With
go to edit?
with being amazing.
Yeah, it's in edit, but you can't change like the brightness or darkness.
It should be the bottom thing goes from bright to black.
And on the one I clicked, it's just
Go to the link I sent. Excuse me.
it doesn't matter.
There's
Oh,
four
what did that
sliders.
save it
The bottom
as?
slider.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Oh, we're good. We're just a PNG.
Yeah.
Let me go get that out of the thing. Where did it go?
So I was I'm talking to a friend today,
Oh no, you should know better than that.
and she said screw Mark.
Well, sorry, Mark, you're fired. Joseph's friends they know what's up around here.
She said she always thought Nova was short for November, so her name would be November Jones. And I said that
Oh, look, there is a
sounds
comment
pretty good.
actually. Someone says, "I'm digging the stars." Trev Miffin says that.
Oh, Scorpion! Scorpion, they're back.
What?
Scorpions.
Oh, there's a scorpion in your room?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, I see them all the time.
Aren't they poisonous?
I guess they can be.
Not all of them. They're like spiders. I don't think all spiders are like
Weather's
deadly
getting
poisonous.
warmer and drier, so I'm gonna start worrying about bugs again.
I just have frogs.
Oh.
I saw a centipede climb up my wall yesterday.
It's like that old game, Centipede.
Was it fighting space aliens?
It was just a bunch of dudes taped together. It was weird.
No, Joseph, those are human centipedes. Okay, this is
Start make sure that I don't have my shoes and stuff.
okay. So this is gonna zoom in on the door at the beginning. We're gonna have him come in. Yeah, this is fine. All right, Casey, put those background skills to work. To wake.
Oh, you finally done with
You'd rather have scorpions or cockroaches? So I'll take scorpions any day.
Are you afraid of cockroaches?
No, but
Cockroaches are pretty
gross.
annoying, actually.
It means that you're unclean.
What does scorpions mean?
It means that
You're a
live in
badass.
You live in man's
Like,
country
combat?
because you've got scorpions hanging out with you.
You get too many Sub-Zeros.
It's just a clone of Sub-Zero.
The stars are amazing.
I saw a couple years ago there was a slug on my wall.
A slug.
I don't know how that happened. You get all sorts of insects in the south.
Yeah.
It means when I take my walks in the afternoon at work, I have to start worrying about ticks too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's kind of in the woods. Dun, 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 dun. Well, Mark, I got a Assassin's Creed 4 in today for Gamefly, so I'll tell you if it's any good.
Cool.
I have a feeling it will be. But it's gonna have the same problem every Assassin's Creed game has, where it just seems like it goes on for too long.
Let's say what? That it's bad? Oh. Remember to let me know if you have any problems with what I'm making.
There has been more bad Assassin's Creed than good ones.
Yeah, but the good ones have been really good, right? Like, I haven't played any of them, so...
Yeah, like Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood are really good. First game, I think, is a little hard to criticize since...
Casey, you don't need to use every color in the color scheme on all the walls. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I was trying to get the walls to contrast. Look, the floor and the ceiling can't be the same color as the walls. In your apartment, is the floor the same color as the walls? No. I'm going to answer that question for you right now. It's not. Is your couch the same color as the picture frames? No.
I actually Yeah, I have like a red, white, black, and tan thing going on in my living room.
So is your
You've seen it.
refrigerator the same color as your eyes? No.
My refrigerator is the same color as my table and my chairs.
Yeah, see, colors. There's lots of colors in the world, Mark, and I'm utilizing all of the colors, cause that's what I do.
But not magenta.
How do you change Flash's color scheme? That's actually the default for Flash CC. It's just this. They changed it to look all dark to match like their other programs like Photoshop and things like that. So
Yeah, you can change it back to being light too.
if you really want to,
If you're racist.
if you're racist, wouldn't everything just being white also, or everything just being black also be racist technically?
It's raceful.
It's also supposed to be about diversity.
It should be rainbow colored.
Okay. Control C. Control V. Whoops.
I guess it's.
I don't know if I like this door being yellow.
Yeah, no, I don't.
You just don't like anything, do you? I was right to name this stream Everyone Hates Casey. Now I don't know what color it should be. Maybe like a really light blue. Oh goodness, that's loud.
What?
I don't know. Stupid doors.
Hate doors. Rawr.
I actually don't like drawing doors because like you gotta.
Draw a door. We don't need a door back there. It's just gonna be distracting in the shot.
Well, that's the door that Jerry's gonna come in on, so it's gonna zoom in on it. So it needs to be distracting.
Okay.
No, I kind
No, I
of.
thought that was the bathroom door.
Well, maybe he's coming out of the bathroom.
Don't worry about the bathroom door, we're never gonna see it.
Well, see, I was gonna have him come in this way because
And the thing
I
that
don't know.
Joseph's done, he comes in the left side.
does he? No, Joseph didn't animate that part of it. I thought.
Well, I mean, he's standing on the left side of the shot of the wide shots.
That's the left side of the room, so no worry, so it works out.
Yeah, that's why I did that. Well, and not only that, but whenever because he comes off the left side of the screen, which means that this way it'll be facing the window and looking outside, which is I think how it's done in the storyboard. So.
Well, Joseph, that's up to you. Do you want it facing the wall or facing the stars?
I want him facing the stars because I'm not going to use the other angle until the last scene where there's the bed.
Okay.
Yeah. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Okie doke.
Okay. This is way too bright, this door. I'm gonna just... You know what I'm gonna do, actually? I'm gonna steal this door. Oh wait, this is a symbol. That should be in my library somewhere. Let me go and just look over here. I also have the pot plant that I can just pot in there, or throw in there. Okay, I can just pot it in, everybody! Alright. Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie doodle.
There's a shot that's a
I do like this
Back-
door, so I'm just gonna...
back shot of Jerry. And it's kind of a different angle, but I'm not sure if that would still be the window or not.
Okay, so you should really put a yellow edge, like where the window meets the wall.
It has one right here. What do you mean a yellow edge? Do you mean like... I mean, on the top, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not exactly done yet. I'm still just kind of fiddling with things. I just want to get like the placements right of all the stuff, you know.
Yeah, chandelier. Why are we using a boot again? Why is it boot shaped?
Because they don't have feet. It's a metaphor for snakes' desire to walk.
Okay.
No,
because they're floating. You see.
Sounds like a load of bullshit, but whatever.
I just like the shape.
It's my artistic vision.
I just like the shape of the room. I don't know why it's a problem.
I know we kind of need it for the short, but man, this is a huge hotel room, very tall.
They upgraded.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. They upgraded to premium.
Well, I kind of imagine that it's like a really nice, you know, place. So, well, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna do some.
These rooms are like a TARDIS, or like quantum space, so they can fit a bunch of humongous rooms in very little space.
So we got 6 watching right now.
It's me.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna slap this door in there. I like this door. Oh, it's already in there. Look at that. I just had it on hidden. I'm gonna change the colors a little bit. I like the tan, but I think the rest of it needs to be shifted to a different color tone.
You mean the yellow?
Hmm. Is it yellow on your end? Well, the door itself is tan. You'll see it in a bit. Oh. But let's see here. So we got this.
I imagine the door would just be a hole in the wall.
It'd be like a sewer grate.
In fact, I figured they would just open up the window.
They just coming out of the window.
Jerry, close the window. You're getting space in the hotel room.
No, you're getting atmosphere off into space.
Were you born in a space barn?
You all know I was Petunia.
Stop bringing it
up.
up.
Up that old wound, Petunia. Yeah, man.
Rite of the Valkyries. Dun da da da.
Dun, da, 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 da,
I don't think
dun,
this should be
da,
green
da,
because it's
dun,
gonna.
da, da, da.
Well, it's not the same color. Whoops. That's not what I
Oopsie
wanted.
doodle.
Let's see. So actually, this is a totally different. That actually might work.
I think that green. I think that green.
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking at the same green I am at the moment. I'm just seeing if it works next to these giant children. I want to go to the party. Sorry.
Remember to put the characters in the shot just to know how things are gonna size up.
Yeah, I know. Well, the door is already based off of Jerry because I sized him up earlier.
Right, but you changed the room.
Yeah, I know.
What if on the walls there's like just kind of like patterns that's in that orangish color?
There's what patterns?
There's this stuff on the wall for decorations.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put stuff on the walls. I just I want to get the shapes and. Let's see here.
It's the nuclear family. They just need a little space dog.
I don't have a sun for this. Hold on, open.
Sun? Like in the background?
Yeah, I was gonna put like a star in the distant background. I'm also gonna draw an effect for the stars flying by, like the Star Trek stars.
I knew we should have upgraded to radiation paneling.
Duck and cover, Jerry!
There's an episode of Doctor Who where there's a sun that's a giant living creature that infects a ship. It's craziness.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
That was a weird one. It was called 42, and the episode was like filmed in real time.
Yeah.
When they have to stop this thing, yeah, it's interesting. Let's see, Wonders. Is it?
Was that a David Tennant episode?
Yeah, it was. That's a Martha Jones episode. That's like her second one. Yeah. Because the first one is they go to meet William Shakespeare. Where's Is it episodes?
I
Yeah.
think Shakespeare was a Martha.
Yeah, it was. It was Martha Jones.
Yeah.
Shakespeare. And they have all the Harry Potter references in that one.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
I think the best Martha Jones two-parter was the one where the doctor kind of loses his memory, and he thinks he's this normal guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. He thinks he's a
That was
human.
a really good one.
That is really good.
So like that one,
Stars?
Mark,
Where's
I
the
think.
sun?
I forget the name of it.
The first one's called Human Nature, and the second one's called Family of Blood.
Yeah.
Well, we need to watch Fifth Element and talk about it for the masses.
Do I not have a sun? No,
Casey,
there's
we don't
sun.
have a sun. Stop it.
No, I'm putting a sun in. Damn it! I am creator of this world.
It's what a giant coffee maker.
Coffee maker.
Floating up space.
No,
That's the
there's
sun.
I actually have like a sun somewhere in this. There it is. Hold on, let me look.
Espresso changeo.
Yeah, CDM prop sun. Here it is. Copy. Oh, that's the wrong file. Oh, paste.
Uh oh.
Uh-oh, what?
I don't know. I was reacting to you.
Oh. Oh no!
What if instead of a sun, it's a gigantic space baby?
Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, we'll probably not have the sun in the shot. I just wanted to put it in to play with.
Yeah, now we're gonna have millions of little suns flying by at light speed.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to That's fine. I'll take the sun out of there. Let me do the shading on the walls before I start adding in decorations. So I won't be able to.
Well, wouldn't you want to do the shading last?
No. Well, like you can edit it as you go. It's on a separate layer. I just want to get it in so I can kind of understand like where the shadows
Now
and
draw a
stuff
very
are gonna
elaborate chandelier.
be. Jeez. Let's see. So this needs to be on this layer.
Remember to put the plants in there too. Yeah, those plants are good.
The planes?
The plants.
Yeah, I know. I do like the plants.
So let's see what we have. We have a boot-shaped room and a door. I'm starting to feel like that yellow should be the same green as the door.
Yeah, I was kind of. I put the yellow in there because I like
yellow more than the green. To be
I
honest.
can just change the yellow green into the yellow. I was just playing. I didn't even know if these were gonna be the permanent colors. I was just making them more colder.
I like
colors.
the dark green, but not the light green.
Well, let me do this. Hold on. Let me get this yellow here. These songs just keep getting louder and louder. I have to keep constantly turning iTunes down.
What?
Shut up! Ah! Is this darker on the top and then? Oh, you know what? That actually looks really good. I like that.
We don't know what it looks like.
You'll see it in a second. It doesn't really match the dark green anymore, though, so I'm gonna just.
How does that door open?
It slides upwards. I always imagined.
Alright.
That's what I envisioned. No, I guess this looked okay when it was the other green. This is so far the best green that we've had for it. Okay, now
What's that tapping noise?
That's the
What's
goblin trying to escape from my water heater. I actually don't know what it is. It's something in my wall that happens every so often.
That's maybe it's Morse code.
No, because it's just tap. Tap.
Probably a water pipe or something.
Tap.
What some sort of pipe.
Could be anything.
Maybe it's a
what's that
squirrel.
happening?
Maybe it's the devil.
Yeah, I really need to go and get like more. Oh, that's gonna be strange.
Casey, use the ink bottle.
The what?
The ink bottle tool does the outlining, puts lines on fills.
No, but it's on a separate layer.
Oh.
You can cut it
Just
and
do
paste
that
it.
and then put it on a separate layer.
That's what I do. I just cut it and paste it.
Or why are you even doing this as a why don't you just directly make the colors?
I like doing it as a shade because then you can, and we've never done this before, but then we can like change the alpha as things go by and stuff, you know, and just have it be more environmental. Or I can change the shading of it. You always complain about this whenever like Joseph as a character and puts the shading directly on. Or no, you're the other way around. You were complaining whenever it's not. No, I prefer doing it this way though because this means that I can put things inside of the wall or whatever, and it's not gonna like I don't have to worry about the shading like having trouble like, you know.
And why don't you do the shading last?
I'm doing it now because I can make sure I get the colors right as I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's just work magic.
Work your magic, I guess. Jeez. Ugh.
Anybody watching out there who would like to work with us on making backgrounds, we do need a replacement.
We'll have an opening very soon, actually. New head writer,
No, it's...
White Ears Man.
And a new writer's head because decapitation.
Nah, I like that. Okay, so now I was gonna put the beds on the left of the room here. What is on this layer? Oh, that's the family. I'm gonna have to label that. God.
Jerry, we're our own Leia. Look at that, we're Leia 3.
But there's 4 of us. I guess one of us gonna have to leave.
All right.
I've always wanted to be tweened. It sounds exciting.
She's sure as hell not gonna be frame by frame. Let's be honest.
That door looks dark. The characters aren't going to be shaded the same way, so all these shadows may not look right.
They might just be too deep of shadows.
Instead of making shadows, make bright.
Well, that's technically what's not in shadows is bright.
Yeah, the door's a bit dark. Well, what I was gonna do is
Well, what I mean is I'm not gonna make the characters darker when they're in a shadow, so they're just gonna look ultra bright when they're in the shadow.
well, I'll just change the shading a little bit so it's not quite as contrasting.
This is actually part of why we should figure out color schemes beforehand, because the shading should be built into the color scheme.
Yeah. Well, what I thought we tried that. Like, I thought that's what the blues and stuff were.
Yeah, and then you just added shading.
Of course
why
he had
not?
shading. Why wouldn't he have shading?
This is whatever, work your magic.
Okay. Where are we now? I need to lock all the layers except for this one. Now, where's that light? I know I have a light somewhere.
Where's all that sun coming from? Because there's not going to be a sun in the background.
Remember you couldn't find the sun?
No, I was able to find it eventually.
Where is it?
I took it out because it was distracting.
And then there's the question: does this shot really need to have deep shadows?
It's the opening shot.
Maybe.
Joseph, you're the director. You're the
Well, if I
showrunner.
have it, I'll use it.
Okay. You're making visual art. You have to think about these things.
I know I definitely wanted blue. Like I know that.
And
Okay.
you got your wish, so stop
But
complaining.
I think it looks better personally.
Ugh. Let's see, is it shift? No, it's alt. Stop that. Stop that. Nope. Delete! Get a gradient out here. Where are your gradients? Come to my command! Radial gradient. So we want this to both be black. Make one of them a 0 alpha, and the other one needs to be a 10% alpha. Where's my gradient editor? Oh, is this the wrong...
I'm watching Casey fail at holding control when he does things.
Yeah. It was Alt I needed to hold, actually. I wasn't sure which one it was supposed to be. There we go. What? What are you gonna complain about now? You're gonna be like, look at him go!
We complain about lots of things.
No, I was figuring out the scene.
I think it's like, it's better just not to see. I gotta cover my eyes! Okay. So lock that up.
I was trying to do a back shot of Jerry's head, but I don't want to worry about which angles to use for everyone else.
Should we really be using gradients? I'd love to be able to push this towards solid colors rather than overusing gradients, which kind of slows down animation.
Yeah, I don't know if this needs gradients.
Well, I'm getting the shading so that, like, it's not, the door isn't like...
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, you'll see what I mean. It's very subtle, like...
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Okay.
Frame's so dense.
I don't like that you're comparing me to George Lucas.
I'm not comparing you to George Lucas, I'm comparing you to Rick McCullough.
No, we always say that. Every time.
It's like it rhymes.
It's like poetry.
Poetry. So does like every room on the ship exterior?
Is every room of the ship completely different from one another?
They're on premium deck. They're on snake deck.
They're a Slytherin deck.
Slytherin deck.
10 points to Slytherin.
Hear that, Jerry? Got 10 points!
They're making a witch's brew.
So my most memorable character in the past 5 years is a over eccentric New York accent snake woman.
Too big, Casey, too big.
What's too big? The light?
Face.
Yeah, I eventually just erased both of them. No, I still have the one over the door.
Okay.
Because I felt like I needed the light there. I needed something there, you know. We're not working on the floor where it meets the wall. Sorry.
So the opening shot of Jerry coming in the room is going to be like a close-up that pans out to a wide shot?
No, it's going to be a wide shot that pans into a close-up.
Wouldn't it be better the other way, so we reveal that everybody's floating?
Oh.
No, the way I have it is actually we don't know there's no gravity because the first shot of Petunia you don't really see her moving, and then it cuts to a wider shot of everyone floating.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Jerry will know because he walks in and sees it, but we're not seeing it through his eyes.
Yeah. No. I'm talking. Yeah. Definitely talking about audience perception.
Audience reception.
Perception. Stop it.
Audience inception.
No.
Audience. It's an audience within an audience.
It's an audience watching an audience watching a movie.
Oh, has there ever been a movie that's like that? I'm sure there has. I'm sure some jerk artistic guy is.
3000 the movie. At the end of that movie, they riff their own credits.
That's kind of funny.
It's like Puppet Wrangler. There's no puppets in this movie. The winner and still photographer when a still photographer credit comes up.
I don't like the ceiling being. I want to make the ceiling a different color, but
Yeah, that green does not work.
I just don't know what to make it. So I don't want to make it like a brown.
Just make a lighter shade of the blue. or a darker shade. I don't know which one's.
Yellow or green. Or
Yeah, I feel like it
brown.
needs to be like a green or a yellow. No, the green looks hideous.
Try the yellow.
Oh, the yellow, it's
You know
way too
anything about interior design, Casey?
What?
Don't you know nothing of interior design?
I know plenty about interior design. I'm just trying to figure out what color it needs to be without it contrasting the room way too much.
Oh, something to keep in mind.
What?
Put a food matron by the door.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually.
Yeah.
Do I actually have? Oh, I must. It's got to be in the episode 5 art. Hold on. Library. Foodomotrane.
El Foodmotron.
Here we go.
Oh,
Copy.
we have more comments.
We have what?
Maybe we don't. Do we have more comments? No, we don't. Never mind.
One of my friends started watching, or she claimed she was.
Point actually.
Ah,
Hello, lady friend of Joseph.
If you're actually there.
If you're there.
How many,
That is
it
just
says we have
watching
6 watching,
first.
so it went up. It went up by like 1 person, so we had to.
it had to be her.
Well, who else would just randomly pop in?
Yeah.
Bo, Prisniosi, Durkin
I don't think any of them are watching. They'd probably say something.
Wait, where's Kurbagon?
I think he said he was gonna miss it because I think he said he had to do something.
Hope he's okay.
I think he's okay.
There we go. There's the Foodmatron. This is now a person cloner. You'll see the joke in a second.
Person cloner.
Yeah, it's just so big. You can clone people in it.
Well, now you've ruined the joke.
Oh, the audience will see it and laugh, and then they'll laugh at the fact that you don't get it.
Wait, is
yet.
that Fumatron? Is its text just written on?
Yeah, it's just yeah.
So we haven't done that yet.
What?
Oh wait, that's aliens. Okay, I thought.
No, that's the far shot where he just scribbled on it. I think I fixed it. I fixed it in my shot.
Well, I didn't want to have. Well, I just scribbled on it because it's like when you put fonts on it or whatever, it looks weird when you shrink it down.
Yeah.
Not if you break them.
Maybe the door's a giant Fumatron.
Wow, great joke, Casey. You just saw it. You made it big and you put the aliens in front of it. That's hilarious.
Yep, I am a funny man. What did you guys call me earlier? I'm the Casey McDonald, chief writer. Aliens come out of the Foodmatron. That's the joke.
It's an alien Matron.
Anyways, but yeah, no, it's an alien Matron.
From that.
What's that?
You got no laugh, so you're like, anyways, never mind.
Well, whatever. Anyways,
So the girl alien is a different shade of green than either of the parents.
the girl is a different shade of green.
You think
Nobody's gonna get that reference.
Toonie was messing around? Do you think that's what's going on?
You can fix the coloring on your end.
Well, but what do you mean a different shade of green? I mean, Jerry's she's like the same shade of green as her mom, almost. She's like a mix
Looks
between the
yellow
two.
to me.
That's a different shade of green. The boy's the same shade as the dad.
Yeah.
She's albino.
Why do they call it an albino humping snake? Because it doesn't have any skin pigment. It's from Futurama.
I might change Petunia's blouse. I made that like super.
The color scheme on the blouse.
No, I just mean like polka dots. Maybe it's fine. I don't know.
Foodmatron.
Remember, I drew that just as a background character from episode 1.
Yeah.
I hope 8-Bit Mickey doesn't mind we're using his caricature when he's not doing the voice anymore.
Yeah, he probably forgot about us. This is his twin brother.
Yep.
There's a higher helium content in this room, so it's a different voice. What are you drawing now, Casey?
A bed. Should we have a bed in the? Well, I want to put something on the floor.
And
I guess
table dresser.
Yeah, I guess we could put like
So
some.
that's gonna be on the opposite wall, so yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna have the beds like facing the window, so you're laying in the bed, you're like looking out the window and going, "Oh, look at space! It's so not boring at all. Looking at all of these
that
little
actually
white dots.
That actually makes the most sense. But in this shot, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
if it would be in the way. Yeah, so I'm just thinking what would go on the wall. There's usually like paintings and crap when in hotel rooms.
Put a desk. Or a sofa.
Or a television.
Or
the problem is that I don't know if the door should be on that wall. If you really want to do something like that, it could be on the wall that's on the left side of the shot.
Yeah, maybe. Well, yeah, maybe actually. Hold on. What if we just took the door and we squished it a little bit, right?
And then you draw the other background, the straight up one. No, the one that you're supposed to work on.
Hold on, let me just
It's a big screen TV, Jerry. So you can watch your soap operas.
No, stories. Watch your stories.
Watch your stories. I'm working on it.
Joseph is the expert.
I'm
You
old.
can only do the nerd voice because nobody else can do it.
That's true. I can't do that.
JC, is this still going to be animatable? I guess it's not going to be animatable in this shot. It doesn't need to be.
Well, okay, I'm just doing this temporarily for like Joseph. What do you think of this?
Fine. Do your magic. Work your magic.
Well, no, I'm just. Oh, you haven't seen it yet. Actually, you're not there. You're not caught up. So hold on. Just let me know what you think of that. I put the door on the other wall, so it comes in from the side instead.
That's where it should be. That's where it should be.
The only problem is I feel like if it comes in from this angle, then that means that like we would immediately see the family, wouldn't we?
Well, he's not going to walk in from this angle. He's going to.
Well, you'll see it.
You know how you want to structure the shot, Joseph. So structure it how you.
Really, like what I'm seeing on the screen right now.
Yeah.
It's probably all I'm going to show, unless slightly zoom into that.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
You can start with a flat shot of him coming in, like you have in the temporary animation.
Whoa, we okay?
That you've done.
That's it. I'm getting coffee.
Pause, because I never know if he's choking on something.
I was sick, so I mean, I'm getting a.
That's actually better. Like it's kind of the shot I wanted in the first place, to be honest. So.
That is such an empty wall. Have a couch or something on the right side.
Probably got right.
Put some decor on the extra boot part of the room. You can reuse our orange couch and make this have more colors.
Oh, Casey left.
Oh. Maybe we pissed him off. Awesome. Blah, 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 blah. I thought this was just going to be simpler. Like, we're just going to have, like, a cubular room.
So I'm back. So I didn't hear what you were saying about the room and the door and all that.
Oh, I was saying that what you have on the screen right now is kind of what I wanted in the first place.
Okay, so should we just keep this then, and then like, because
yeah,
this actually works better framing wise, I think.
Yeah.
I'd also say put like a little couch on the right side and put something on the wall
like a painting or something.
Or something.
That's what I was thinking of doing that. Yeah.
I think a painting of space would be pretty funny.
Painting of space.
Like a picture of a nebula.
Yeah, we could do something like that. That's fine. I was just thinking about like
or like a picture of a beach, but there's a nebula for the sky or something.
Okay, well then, so this is basically like besides for decoration,
or just
the structure is
like
there,
like a picture of a porcupine or something.
Well, like okay, so the structure is all basically there. So like what would the other shots be? Would we just use this shot again, like for like the wide shot?
I'm gonna show you like an updated version of the movie.
Okay.
Or like because we have the storyboards, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not really using that one for one.
Why aren't you doing it one for one?
Because it requires a bunch of angles that I'm not comfortable with and backgrounds and stuff like that.
Well, 'cause I was gonna say, like, basically, besides this, what other shot would have to be drawn? Is all I meant. Like, do we just need, like, a close-up of, like, the bed kind of thing?
Close-up of the door, I'd say. Close-up on the back wall and the wall for them floating all around, which means the window. Right, Joseph?
I was listening.
Ask the question again, Casey.
Oh, I was gonna say, so what other shots would we need besides this?
We'll need one where the window is the kind of the focus, but having it take up the entire wall like that, I don't know if.
Well, we can angle it the other way and show the other side of the room, and then just have the window take up most of that shot.
Because I still wanted to look like they're in a room, like a hotel room, but right now you have the wall, the window is the entire wall.
Might I suggest we actually have them floating on the other side, have it face away from the window.
And maybe that's fine. Like,
Yeah. If you wanted to focus on it being a hotel room,
Yeah.
space is not the best way to do that.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You can still, I'm sure I can find a way to still put the window in there.
Yeah, no, I mean, this shot works too. Foodmatron.
I'm just thinking. Well,
Yeah, Mark's probably right. Like, the most, like, the prominent shots should probably be of the, of, like, hotel room looking stuff.
well, we can do the other shot. Be like sort of. Well, no, because if we do that, it's gonna break the 180-degree rule. I just realized.
What?
Well, I was just thinking, like, so if Jerry comes in from this angle and like looks towards the camera, and they're like
Yeah.
on the other side of the room, then if we have to flip it around to show the like the wall and not the window, then that's gonna put Jerry on the right side of the screen. Like the character should be looking towards the right of the screen and not towards the door, which would be on the left. Like,
That's true. If Jerry walks in and all the action is taking place over the wall he walked in on, then
If I might suggest,
Yeah.
start with as you have in the temp animation you have right now, the flat shot of the door, him walking straight in, looking to screen left, and then we have the established continuity. Even if we jump to this shot, this background right here, we'll know where they are, and he can have been moved over a little bit.
okay, so you're saying that he could like walk in through the door on that wall, and then like look to the
We have
left,
the
or
flat shot of the door, and he walks in through that flat shot.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
like this shot as the establishing shot.
Okay.
Well, the other way to do it is what we could do is literally just like, because the room's gonna be symmetrical, like it, so we could just
Or-
like.
We just don't worry about it and have a continuity error.
Well, what we can do is we can literally just reverse, like just do a flip horizontal on this, and I could just shift it a bit so that so it's looking more towards
it's
like.
gonna cause the same issue.
Ah,
it's
that's
just
true.
the other side of
Unless
the
they're floating in front of the window, that's the only way to do it. Unless we move the door where Jerry comes in from to be on the wall, and it's just a flat shot that's directly.
Or we get rid of the window.
I mean, like, I like that. Like, I don't really care where the door is. Like, I like it better that way. But if it will help continuity a little bit, we can just put it on the other wall. It's fine.
What a surprise! Jerry, what took you so long? A gravity.
Up here,
Yeah.
for the entire cartoon.
I close it.
My 2 cents. I think the door should be on the wall, facing the camera, so he comes in facing the camera, and then it reverse shots to the family, like on the other side, like they're floating in front of like the beds and stuff.
All right, that's fine.
That's what I think we should do. It makes drawing the opposite
It's up to you two
background
guys.
easier.
I'm not gonna jump in because you guys are the ones making it.
Well, I'm just saying. I think that's
that angle, and then we switch to a shot from the front. I don't know.
well, because the only other way to get away with doing it with the door on this side of the room, even though this makes more sense because like you got to imagine there's like a hallway outside this room, right? So if the door is on the wall with the window on it, then where the hell is the it doesn't make any sense. But like unless they just come in from an elevator. But like besides all of that, if the door is on that wall that we have it currently on, then that means that we have to have a flat establishing shot. Although we could just cheat. How we have this other background that I already drew? I could just change that to look like the door here, and then that means we already have that background, and you can just come in, and then it cuts to... Oh, but see, we already have some of Petunia animated, that's the problem. Unless, like, you know what we could do also? Joseph, how do you feel about this? What if we change this shot to be the opposite side of the room from the door? Like, we just take the door out of this shot, put like a door to the bathroom in there or something. Which is like general. Yeah, we could put like a bed in the background. Yeah, we could just get rid of the door and put like a bed there, and like the Fumatron on the wall with like some other decorations and shit. And then like the first shot, the one I already drew, I could just edit the colors and everything to look like this room, and then just have that be a flat shot he comes in from, and then it switches to the reverse shot, which will be the one I just drew, the blue.
That works. Joseph?
What's up?
Oh my god.
Okay, so Joseph, what I was saying is I could take the wall.
I can't understand what you're saying.
What?
I mean,
No. Well, so you know the one I already drew, right? Like the old one with like the yellow wall and all that.
Yeah.
I could just take that, change the color scheme to be like the room, right? We can make it look like the room and have like the door and stuff, and have that just be the establishing shot. Jerry comes in facing the camera, and then whenever it cuts to Petunia, it cuts to the background I just drew, and that's like the wide shot of the room where they're floating around. We just take the door out of that shot, put in like a bed and some other furniture.
That shot's way too tall, though.
You think so? I don't think so. I think it's fine.
But we have a kid walking on the ceiling.
Oh, god damn it, that's true. We can't just move him.
Technically, we could, I guess, but
We could just like slide him upwards.
won't be on the ceiling anymore.
No, I mean we could still put him on the ceiling. He'll just be really high up.
I can't. No, because they're all in the same shot.
Oh well, this takes up like 1280 by 720. This isn't like it's taller than the screen.
No, that won't work for the. Like, watch the movie. You'll see.
Well, I could just flatten. I could take this boot part of it out, like the leg of the boot, and just make it flat on the top. Like I could just go. Oh, you can't see it because you're not live with me. I'll just draw a yellow line, and I could just do it like this and take out like the upper part of the room, which I honestly think is hurting us anyways. Cause I don't think it works. I think that like we're trying to work around having all this empty blue space, and I think that like we should just fill that with the ceiling. Here, I'm doing it right now. Look.
I was waiting for someone to say that.
I've been thinking it the whole time, but we were saying, oh, this needs to be taller and bigger, you know. So I was like, oh, well, let me try this.
It's really with like. It's distracting to the eye, and there's nothing up there. It's dead space.
Yeah. Okay, so you see how I have that with the yellow line? Like, I think we should just do that. Like, bring the ceiling down to that point, and then we can have that reverse shot of the room with the kid on the ceiling, and it won't hurt the rest of the image. I think that'll work.
What say you, Joseph?
You mean have a flat wall or
Flat ceiling.
ceiling?
Yeah, a flat ceiling. Because then we can put the kid on the ceiling, and it can all still be in the same shot. And
Once I see how it looks.
okay, well let me do that real quick. Hold on, this will be a quick fix, as they say.
I guess I said the room has to be tall before, but I guess the room doesn't really have to be that tall.
It doesn't add anything to the shot. That's the thing.
Well, I was just thinking since they're floating, the more vertical space, the better.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to have vertical space, but having it as a boot shape just doesn't work.
Like my grandma always says.
We don't like boots.
Screw boots.
Screw boots and don't trust Whitey.
I don't know if I still don't know if I like the ceiling color, to be honest.
It's deviating. There's too many different types of colors in the shot.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yellow,
whoa.
red.
The yellow actually looks kind of cool.
So see if you can make it some sort of yellow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that actually. It's just up the saturation on it. Well, because I can make it match these. That's the thing.
Or give that yellow trim around the entire, like, yeah, you're doing that right now.
Yeah, you're seeing it. I think this actually looks a lot better. I mean, we can adjust the color still a little bit because it's I don't know if it's perfect, but actually I think these should be more red.
So are you saying that the shot I'm looking at now is going to be the
room? Like we'll put the we'll just take the door out. What we'll do is I'll change the colors.
Take the door out. Keep the food mushroom there because it's interesting to look at, and put like a couch or the bed.
We'll put like the bed.
Dresser.
Yeah, we'll put like a bed and like some other crap.
You can make that door on the left be like the bathroom door if you really want to have something there.
Yeah, but
It's not necessary. I mean, I can put like a bathroom door in, but
even though that's probably where it would be. Actually, no, the bathroom door will probably be next to the door he enters if you're looking at a hotel room, but whatever. Yeah,
These snakes don't go to the bathroom.
we'll put something there.
Yeah, definitely a couch would look good. Already my eye is more focused on the middle of the room.
oh yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I want to make this Fumatron less like obvious. Let me see if I can just
Match the color scheme of the room.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I was just gonna tint it more blue,
Put some sugar on it.
or I could just make this this version of Fumatron a blue one.
Yeah.
Like there's
yellow.
not really a problem with that. Like here, hold on. Just grab this blue color.
Blue.
Blue! Blue!
Yeah,
look at that.
Eat. But you have to listen and learn.
It's like the ghost Fumatron
The ghost Fumatron.
because it looks like it was transparent.
I made it blue and green. You'll catch up in a second. Oh, that looks good actually. I'm liking this.
Okay, so I have a problem with the stars. I think you should go back and like work on those.
Oh, okay. Here, let me just close this and. Oh yeah, no, this looks much better actually. I like this a lot more. Okay.
It looks tropical.
It kind of does, but I kind of like that. All right, so I need to go through and edit. I'm gonna finish drawing this, but I need to edit the other shot. So like I said, the shot that I already drew will still be the first shot. I'll just change the colors and stuff, and whatever, and then we'll have this be the reverse shot. So he walks in and goes like, "Hey, it's a guys," and then it'll cut to his family, and they'll be floating around in this shot here, and and then whatever. I think that'll work. I think this will work because the kid can be on the ceiling still. There's not a ceiling fan. I know we mentioned that in the script.
Don't
worry about it. Okay, that's fine. And I think I actually might.
A mouse hole somewhere? Could there be a mouse hole?
Oh yeah, we'll have to draw a middle mouse hole.
And that'll be a separate.
Yeah, we don't need the wide shot.
That'll work.
So when do you think you can get this done?
I wonder if the I don't know what the correct term is. The perspective
is right.
Like the depth perception or whatever. I wonder if that's way too far back.
Nah, it's meant to be a big room.
You can scale it.
Yeah.
Casey, the Foodmatron needs a little bit, like the light coloring needs to change. The tan.
Oh, the tan.
The tan on the speaker and the back of the window.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, just make the window like a solid color instead of transparent. Might be easier.
I think it looks fun.
Oh yeah, what I'll do is I'll just.
They're all mass produced except for the paneling. They need a button that says "Please press for subservient."
On the Foodmatron, was it like generate one for you?
Where does the human subservient live?
That's the mouse hole. Whoops.
That happened.
Okay, I
I'm
like that. All right,
very
so
proud of this background. I did a good job on it.
on this background, what?
I made this background. You can't prove it.
Prove it in. How did that happen?
How did what happen?
My characters are on weird layers.
Well, stop it.
Okay, I will.
No, I don't like that. Make that the same color. Okay, let's see. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something important now, and I don't remember what it was.
You're gonna work on the stars.
Yeah, why haven't you worked on the stars yet, Casey?
Come on, come on. That's the vital part of the
It's the most
show.
important part of the movie. The movie is called Look at the Stars, Jerry.
They're so twinkly.
Stars don't twinkle in space.
Prove they don't.
I'll go ask an astronaut. Oh, that's right. The moon landings were faked.
I'm just trying to think about. I was gonna do something, and I can't remember what it was anymore.
Coffee?
No, it's not that.
Order pizza?
No. No pizzas.
What time does pizza place close? Like midnight?
The one around here closes at like 1 or 2 in the morning.
What would happen if you order a pizza at 1:59 in the morning?
Oh, I think they'd be pissed.
Would they legally be obligated to make you a pizza?
I'm
They're
pretty
not
sure.
legally obligated to make you a pizza at all. As long as they're not being discriminatory, they don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
That's all policy. Why is there still a yellow ring around the
Rose?
Robotron?
I kind of liked it. Do you not think it's good?
Yellow ring? I don't see a yellow ring.
That's the square
I don't see a yellow square.
around the glass.
Oh. I thought that was the inside of it. Guess it's not. Looks fine to me. I don't care.
It's just in the shot. My eye is going to that.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Well, I can edit it in a second. I'm working on trying to figure out how to make.
Once you finish the bed on the couch or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna make a couple beds. Just put them next to each other, with a table in between them.
That's fine.
It's a little lamp with a little digital clock
Yeah.
and a remote control that's bolted to the table.
You're making a better skee-ball machine.
I was making a futuristic bed. Come on now,
That also plays skee-ball.
I'm just trying to get the angle right.
I'm so
Because
sorry.
And it's a phone on it too. It's also a phone.
it's a massive friggin' bed. Stupid bed.
We're 20 seconds behind, Casey.
We're 20 minutes behind, Casey. You have to.
I'm still looking at you working on the stars.
You liar.
You haven't even started yet.
Yeah,
You're
in
still
fact,
getting
I'm
coffee from
yesterday.
before.
I'm yesterday.
You were talking about, hey, wouldn't it be neat if we started an animation team?
Yeah, I just finished helping you on that House on Haunted Hill. House on Happy Hill. House on Haunted Hill is an actual movie.
Yeah, I know. I think that's where I eventually.
Is that Vincent Price?
No, Alt. No! Control C. Paste in place then, fine.
Waste and paste.
I mean, you won't be able to see much like the table or anything, you know, which is fine.
That's fine. This is going to be a quick shot anyway.
Yeah.
In fact, we might not even use it.
Well, it's not a quick shot. This is going to be the background, right?
Depends on the angles you choose.
Well, I'm not going to change the
wonder if this angle is not right.
Not really changing the angle much.
Actually, I kind of like this. I mean, the beds are just on a grayscale at the moment, but
The white contrast.
well, I'm not gonna leave it white, you know.
No, I'm just saying that's why it pops so well.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna change the color of it at some point. I mean, I just like the shape of it and all that. So.
Yeah, no, it works with the Control S.
What? Control S to what? I'm probably not doing it anymore.
Save.
Oh. Alright, I did it. Control S. Oh no, now this is all screwed up.
Just make it one bed. Well, no, I guess you gotta have two.
Nah, 2 is fine. I'm just gonna change this one's angle just ever so slightly to be more.
Do 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 do. Anybody else a fan of old TV shows like what was I just saying? Did I Dream of Jeannie?
I never really watched any of them. I'm sorry.
No. I love Lucy.
I used to watch that stuff like on Nick at Night when I was young.
Yeah. I love Lucy though. That show is hilarious.
I remember watching
I've heard that before.
In like Brady Bunch, I think.
Brady Bunch is
Not the Parsons family though. Screw those guys.
yeah, them. Who do they think they are?
So what's the nicest hotel either of you have ever stayed at?
White House.
The White House? I was reading the tabloids today that the White House is now the White House of Horrors because they're having a divorce.
Or what?
Or isn't it like
because Obama took a selfie with that lady?
I don't know. According to the tabloids,
The selfie you took at the funeral?
I work at a grocery store, so I have like no choice but to read tabloids because they're in front of my face all day.
God.
But like, yeah, it's pretty bad. But like, just the
Obama
title has something
married
to do with
that
like.
boy?
It's like Obama's like having some kind of marriage trouble. I think it's because he took that selfie with that lady, and they photoshopped what's her face looking angry at him, so they're getting a divorce.
That was photoshopped?
Was it? I don't know if it was. I always assume it was, because like, how would they ever get a picture with that's like that perfectly framed? You know?
All selfies are works of art.
It's like I love how you'll have like it'll be like so and so, you know, getting divorced and single and alone and scared, and it'll have like this picture of like the celebrity just like in tears, and I'm like, there's no way they just took that picture just now of her. Like they must have had that on file from like when they were harassing her or something. It's like, all right, save this for whenever we have drama.
Have you heard that song? Let me take a selfie.
No.
I heard part of it.
Yeah, it's just music and then self-absorbed person talking. To not even to the rhythm, but it's just timed up right. It's weird, but it's kind of catchy.
Hold on, let me take a selfie. That one. But first, let me take a selfie.
Let me take a selfie.
Let me take a selfie. It was funny, a few weeks ago, my mom and my sister were talking. And they're talking about selfies. I don't know what they were talking about. But, it came up like what do you call a selfie with two people? And my mom says, "Oh, are those called ussies?" And I was like, surprised that isn't a thing. Ussies.
It's an ussie.
Good time.
Let's take an ussie. So I think they're still called selfies, but I think ussies should be a thing. Can we take a selfie? Mo, did I ever give you the picture of the alien taking a selfie?
I don't think so.
Oh, I did. You sent it to me. Yeah.
I mean the actual file.
Oh,
I don't think
I don't. If you put it online, I don't think I downloaded it yet because I'm not worried about
we
background.
can add that in whenever, but Anthony taking a selfie. We'll be I don't know.
What do you think I'm doing with the bed
Perfect.
here? Do you think it's gonna be too distracting if I make like the top of it like this yellowy sort of color?
Give us 20 seconds, and we'll let you know.
All right, I can just fix it. I kind of like them just being the solid blue, but
They look like lawn chairs.
they kind of do. Yeah, that's kind of was my intention though. Maybe I can play around with it, make this look more pillowy.
Just remember, like the beds are a part of the movie.
What?
I said the beds are part of the movie.
We gotta be a good color team.
So I guess, well,
Well, we can always we'll do the close up of the bed, you know, and then like we'll make more use of the.
Put the characters on the screen to see what they look like against this background.
This is like a very space age futuristic.
Remember, they're all gonna be jumping on that bed.
Yeah, that's true.
Also, beds shouldn't be curved like that.
Well, it's like a pillow. They look kind of out of place because it's all like Jetsons-y, and then you have this like snake family. It's like, what are they doing here? No, I think, yeah, I think the beds are just way too like, Art Deco futuristic is the problem.
I think the beds should just look like beds. If you ask me.
Yeah.
Like I said, they look like lawn chairs.
Yeah, they definitely do. Well, when I was first drawing them, that's kind of was my intention, but then like, you know, now that they're there, I don't really like them all that much.
No one likes them, Casey. Times it almost midnight.
Whoops.
Want to play more Heroes tonight, but probably won't be able to.
How much of the shot should the beds even take up?
I almost want to put what you have in the movie right now, and then we'll see, you know?
Yeah, like maybe we can add it in like as a prop or something.
Well, yeah, well, like, just see how it looks with what I have animated, and then we'll know where to put stuff. I mean, you can do that, I guess. You can just send me what you have, and I can see.
True.
Or even send me a JPEG if you don't want to do the hassle of that.
Just send you the, yeah. Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll still do a export image.
So I have the background here as a JPEG, so I just have, a movie clip, so I just have to put in yours, and everything should be
I'll send you a PNG of it that's going to be higher quality.
Well, quality doesn't matter.
Export. Not true. Alright, I'll send you this. Images. No, it's under art. No, it's not. Where is it actually? Pictures. Here we go.
I'm back
Hello!
Here you go.
to the Casey Mobile. I'm Casey, and I'm a douchebag. I'm sorry, that was mean. I'm not actually Casey.
I'm sending you the file!
Joseph, are you ready to animate it?
Well, we didn't add much to this. He's going to put this in the shot and see what parts of it feel empty or whatever. Because I was putting beds in it, and I was like, how big should these beds even be?
Big enough to be
What are
bed.
beds anyway?
What? Beds.
Behold the bed. The common bed. Why don't we take a selfie?
Let me take a selfie.
Hey, Mark, you ever take selfies?
No, actually, I don't.
I bet I look horrible in selfies. Like,
Blech.
that feels like a selfie.
Joseph, what the hell are you doing?
Taking selfies.
Oh my god. You're totally taking a selfie.
Let me take a selfie.
Just
Okay, let's see. Oh my god, it's hideous!
delete everything.
No!
Stop production.
Everything's ugly. Oh no.
Oh,
Wait, why don't I make this a circle instead of
Change it around lost.
Uh-oh, he's trying to draw beds again.
Yeah, I'm doing it differently because I didn't like the squares, and I think I know why. It doesn't match the rest of the room.
Good thing we're not using triangles. Maybe they should have a bunch of those 1960s futuristic looking egg chairs.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing, but like as a bed.
They have sleeping pods. They sleep in MRI machines.
I don't know if the kid will really technically be on the ceiling anymore, but it's fine. Here, I'll show you what it's ended up looking like.
What are the kids' names called again? What did we decide on?
The boy's name is Danny, and the girl's name is just Petunia Jr. for now.
Petunia Jr.
Violet should be another flower.
That's true, yeah.
Poison ivy. She could be Ivy. There you go.
Honeysuckle.
I also like Petunia Jr.
Poison Oak.
So a little more ballsy with just like messing with people's names. I would totally go for Petunia Jr. as a joke.
Yeah, like you never hear it in the cartoon.
We still have to have names for all the fandoms that we're gonna have.
Yeah. Need to know who to ship Petunia Jr. with.
Obviously, David Tennant.
Dress is not smooth. What if David Tennant and Matt Smith had a baby? It'd be like the most perfect child ever.
No, it would be horrible because it would have too many X chromosomes.
No,
Actually,
it's
there are
easier.
people
It's
with
easier to
excess
deal with. Apparently, it's
chromosomes.
actually easier to deal with making, like if you're gonna like clone children or whatever. You know, apparently it's easier to do with two male genome things than it is with two female. I don't know why. I think it's because
males have XY.
yeah. I just heard that on like through the wormhole. I don't know like why or anything. I just remember hearing about that. I forget what the reason was.
Is the wormhole like the futuristic grapevine?
Well, it's that show that's narrated by Morgan Freeman.
Oh, I didn't know you were actually talking about a thing.
No, yeah, it's a TV show. It's pretty good actually. They talk about some interesting
Females
things.
are XX and males are XY. That's
Yeah.
I'm sending you that file. Oh wait, I'm sending it to Casey. Hold on. Send it to both of you.
I'm having a lot more fun with this bed, but I think the angle might be wrong. Let me just fiddle with this.
You think we should start this short because it's called Gravity, with a quote spoofing the movie Gravity?
I was thinking we should make the thumbnail a ripoff of the DVD cover, but with Petunia. So she's like in the pod.
You get that, Casey?
Or did I get what? Oh,
File I'm sending you.
sending canceled. Try sending it again.
No, I sent it to the one for both of you.
Oh, I see. I have it on Do Not Disturb, so I didn't hear anything. I'm sorry.
I think those colors work. Do you think that box is heavy?
Well, they're in a room with 0 gravity. What does it matter?
But I mean, he had to carry the box there.
I suppose.
You think it was heavy?
It was imported from Jupiter, so probably not.
I'm giving away all the jokes, Casey.
Sorry. Well, there's 6 people have had it spoiled for them now, I guess.
Yeah, we're not really holding anything back with this.
Another podcast, and someone, I think it was like Rich asked, like, how does their gravity work? And we're like, oh, they import all their gravity from Jupiter, and he was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about taking that line out. Actually,
No.
It's one of the it's one of those lines that I brought up. Like ends up
because
like,
I was listening to like the temp one I did, and that line just goes on for a few seconds too long. I thought.
Well, you remember I brought that up where I felt that like I don't remember if I said it was too long or whatever, but I remember saying like I didn't like it.
The version I have right now, it's a cut out. Like I'm actually wondering if I should just take it out of the script before Mac.
No, have him say it because
or have like 2 versions of it, you know.
Yeah, or have him to do versions of it. I mean, you can cut audio out. You can't add it back in.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. You know.
So they're in their sleeping pods.
Yeah, these are gonna be the beds. They're gonna be these things. I'm gonna put little lights and stuff on them, but I like this.
Why would you have lights on a bed?
So you can, if you want to read, you can turn a light on.
Do you think that Andy is related to Petunia?
Maybe that's why they're on the ship in the first place.
Maybe
Andy gave them tickets.
No, she won the space lottery. Remember?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's currently our canon.
And they go to Floston Paradise with Ruby Rod. And Chris Tucker's best role ever. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah, I suppose.
Name another movie. How many movies? Did
Inspector Gadget. No, I'm just joking.
Was he in Inspector Gadget?
He played the car, I think. No, he didn't. Did he?
Play the car? Or was that Chris Rock?
I don't remember actually.
I think that was Chris Rock.
I think it was actually. Yeah. I don't remember, but whatever.
All black guys voicing cards look the same, Casey? What are you, racist?
Those look like the pods from Alien.
Oh, they kind of do, don't they?
That's fine. It's space.
Casey, you can't jump on those.
What do you mean you?
Don't put a cushion in it.
Sure you can. Why couldn't you?
Because it's curved. There's no cushion. It needs to be springy.
It's a Tempur-Pedic curved bed.
These look springy, so they can jump on it. It might even be a different angle.
Change the line to jumping on the couch.
No, jumping on the bed's more funny.
Well, you can jump on that. What do you mean you can't jump on that?
You fall and break your neck.
Well, you fall and break. They're nothing but neck. What did you? Actually, the practical reason for that is because the bed's all just one layer, and since it's curved, if they're in the middle, jumping on the bed, it would have to be layered in such a way that
like, really, that seems probably gonna have a different angle.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could just make it flat. Honestly, it doesn't have to be curved. I thought it would look neat, but this makes it look more bed-like. Honestly.
You can put the table in between the stuff now because you have plenty of room.
Yeah, that's the other thing I like about it.
Do it. What are you waiting for?
I'm gonna friggin' do it. You keep your pants on.
No.
There we go.
Take them off. There we go.
You know how I roll.
I'm not wearing any pants, and I'm cold, and I blame you.
Why'd you take them off? I told you to keep them on. Oh, hey.
You did? Oh, I must have misheard you.
I'm back from church. It was actually 3 hours long.
I don't think we've said "goddamn it, Casey" yet. We've just complained a lot.
You just complained all the yeah. Now, there's something wrong with the angle on these beds, I've noticed.
It's fine.
Well, no,
They just seem like they're very far
okay,
apart.
no, but look at this, Mark. You're not gonna be able to unsee this, but alright, so the bed in the back, the bottom of it.
This, you can't unsee.
Okay, so the bed in the back, the bottom right corner of it, like the furthest corner that we can see, meets the edge of the wall. But look where the headboard is.
Yeah, you drew it like that.
Yeah, well, it's wrong. Like it ain't.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure how to go about fixing that. Oh, what the hell?
Well, maybe you should have figured this out beforehand.
Oh, I'll just fix it right now. It's fine. I love that line. Hopefully no one can hear it.
Which line?
The one that the kid says.
Up. Almost got you say it. Oh, happy Easter. Remember everybody, and happy 420.
Is this when Jesus died or when he came back? I forget.
It's the rebirth.
Jesus.
It's
Easter's
the
when
rebirth,
he came back.
Is he gonna come back tonight?
No, he already came back once.
Oh. Phew.
Yeah, you can't do that more than once in one lifetime. That line doesn't make any sense.
I love in Futurama. They got the one joke that they're talking about, like, why no videotapes exist anymore? And the professor's like, all videotapes of that era were destroyed in like 2220 during the second coming of Jesus. And they just pass it off like nothing.
There we go. That looks better.
Jesus came back to.
Comment, I have to
If Jesus
you drew.
came back this day and age, no one would believe him. They would all think he's a crazy person.
There we go. All right, I think those beds are pretty. Those look a lot more like beds now. I think.
Maybe throw our cushions for him and stuff.
Well, get to it. All right, look. Unless you all dwell on that picture for a second, I'm gonna use the restroom.
Save.
Definitely need a picture in that back wall, I think. Picture or a desk.
Yeah, I'd say take out the food matron from the back wall and put it on the other side of the wall.
No, well.
They were gonna put like a desk or something there, or chair, like put one of those egg chairs in the other corner.
No, the Filmatron's fine there.
Okay.
Okay.
I
don't know.
It's up to you, Joseph. It's your show. It's your episode.
Like, I'm looking at the shot. You actually won't see that other bed at all. Or really.
I imagine you're gonna put the back of Jerry's head in the foreground. Is that what you were thinking about doing?
No, there's really no back to his head.
Okay.
I tried, but I didn't like the setup.
Kurgan says we'd believe Jesus if he went and turned him into wine, walk on water, come back from the dead, and then keep him locked up and study him.
Yeah, but all that's impossible, so that'll never happen. Well, let's go alchemy, witchcraft. Ah!
Oh, witchcraft.
Yeah, why would we praise Jesus for turning water into wine and all that crap, but then witches do it and want to burn him at the stake?
Because witches be crazy.
Yo.
Hello.
It's like, hi, I'm a witch. I'm doing miracles like Jesus did. Burn, burn. Yeah, what Jesus does it, it's not witchcraft.
I said witches be crazy, and there were many laughs to be had.
Witches be crazy.
Well, I was saying, like, when Jesus does miracles, everyone loves it, but then when witches do it, everyone wants to burn her, and Mark goes, because witches be crazy, yo.
Well, they're, you know... Yeah, I don't have much to add to that.
Casey, you've got to get one of those
Tablets?
what are those, like, the full grain spandex suits that you can get? I forget what they're called, but you can get those. Like the Green Man suits. And you just need to walk off, get coffee, and then come back on, like, holding the coffee cup under your green screen with one of those.
So I have, like, a green one, so it's just, like, my face?
No, under Halloween, you just have to have a mask, like a green mask, and you're screaming headless.
Okay, well, let's see. I need to color in these beds, so let's find a color.
Oh no, what you do is get a green mask, but put little holes with, like, some sunglasses in a hat.
and then I'm Ghost Dad.
So it'd be like the Invisible Man, yeah.
Oh, did you really have to remind us that Ghost Dad is a thing? Although the original Invisible Man, very impressed by those effects.
You'd be sunglasses and headphones.
Yeah.
Okay, so when Halloween comes around, everyone, forget we mentioned that.
Look at these. Look at. Oh, you guys can't see it yet. I'm putting the colors on, or messing with the colors anyway. It's gonna make the beds like a green.
I thought white worked.
Ugh. Oh, that looks
They
better.
kind of look like shoes that are propped up against the wall.
This room is based on shoes, remember? That's our motif.
Motif.
Oh, Kurbagon says women are the source of all evil. The irony!
Ironic, it's coincidental. No, I don't like the teal. I don't like that green. It's
What?
There's
What?
not in the color scheme at the bottom of your thing. Use that very light.
How about I make them this color? Oh, you can't see it yet.
Yeah. Look at the color scheme we have at the bottom there. See that white one that's the second from the right? That green
Yeah.
color? Use that.
Okay.
See how that works. If you want some contrast, keep the yellow, like the underside at the bottom of it, have that yellow frame, or make the cushions the contrasting color.
There's always so many continuity errors with this background. Like, characters just kind of moving around a little bit.
That's fine. If you do things in close-ups, it'll look fine. No, not purple, you fucking... Ah!
It's the contrast! Jerry, look at how the beds contrast. Wow, that's not her voice at all.
Kurbagon's getting into the part where we insult you all the time. It says, if Casey turned invisible, that'd be an improvement into his appearance.
Oh god, you should have seen it the other day. I was streaming Minecraft and everyone was just yelling at me to go to bed. And it was like just the biggest like troll Casey night ever. I was apparently keeping everyone else awake trying to watch the stream.
See, look at that. It looks good.
Yeah, that greenish. Yeah, it's still green, but it's not like quite as vivid.
Yeah,
it's more of a hotel green, you know, like.
I'd actually say make the frame of the food matron that color, as well.
Oh really? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Oh, one thing I'm gonna do first though is do something with the shading.
Yeah, because it kind of matches their bellies, so I think it works with the color palette. Shall we say who voices the kids, or are we going to leave that for later?
Well, it's not a secret. I just haven't announced it.
Oh, okay.
You mean the voice of Lulu from League of Legends?
I wouldn't know because I don't follow League of Legends.
I think that's the character. League. I think. Doesn't Anthony Sardina voice someone from League?
I just said I have no idea because I don't follow League of Legends.
Hey, if we get 2 more people watching, we'll break our record.
Quick, people, find more people.
Or if the wiki gives voice actors.
I'm just hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get a hold of. Whoop.
Okay, so things that happened today. It is Easter. It is 420. It is Hitler's birthday, same as Mo Sizlak's.
Yes.
And Columbine high school shooting back in '99.
That was on Valentine's Day? I mean, not Valentine's Day. Easter?
It was on 420. I think Easter is always a Sunday.
Yep. Faye Mata voices Lulu. And
Yeah, well, I already knew that because you've told me.
well, I wasn't
Maybe
sure if
that
that
should
I wasn't sure if that was the
Have you
hero.
told her to steal Ghostcrawler's lunch yet?
I should. I'm not even sure if they even kind of cross paths, really.
Well, make them. He nerfed warriors. I want revenge.
Shouldn't tell her I'm playing Heroes of the Storm because that's like the
Oh, that's their competitor.
What was his name? Anthony. Tony?
Anthony, yeah, Anthony Sardines.
I thought maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was another one that tried out but didn't do it.
But then failed.
But then didn't get the part because he wasn't Anthony Sardina.
Is it Anthony Sardina or Anthony Sardinez?
Sardinez, I think.
Casey, what are you working on now?
Making
It's-
shadows of the beds.
Okay.
And then failing at that, actually.
Well, that's to be expected.
Hey, once we release this, we'll have a we'll have a Kevin Bacon number to Ghostcrawler.
Bacon numbers.
Bacon number, yeah.
They're very important. What is this? This is
Is
Streets of Layers.
Right now, bacon number is like 3. I think ours
I
is
like
4 and
this
yours
room.
is probably 3, Joseph.
Well, we all have a bacon number because of Chris Bow.
Yep.
Well, and Joseph, you had Waterman come on.
I'm the closer one to him, so technically you guys have a closer number thanks to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was because of Chris Bow because he worked on the water.
Although I guess you know Chris Bo directly, so I guess
Yeah,
you don't have to go through.
Oh.
Yeah, we
But
all know he works with us all.
You had Waterman come on for some small thing, I remember.
Well, that's true. So
You do, that's true. Yeah, you have
I
you have a
passed
closer
Chris
one than me and Mark. You can bypass Chris Bow. Yeah.
yeah. I don't need Chris Bo.
I don't need no bow. I ain't afraid of no
I didn't afraid
bows.
to know Bo.
We just did the same joke at the same time. Oh, we're such dorks.
So guys, are we ever gonna write like a strong, empowering female character for the show?
Her name is Solaris Williams.
That's right.
We've actually taken lots of care in making sure that like
Also, there's a good quote by Joss Whedon that he doesn't like to write strong female characters. He likes to write good characters.
There you go.
yeah, that's another good thing. Well, because like you could argue that like we've been pretty sexist with Wonders, but like at the same time,
we were
nobody.
trying to subvert some things,
Well,
but
it's not. Well,
It's
you
not
can
really, but the
argue
thing
that.
is, it's not really sexist. It's just that like if you were to like put it up against like like what would you call it? Like if you were to put it up against like a lot of the standards, you could say like, oh well, female characters must apply to these rules. We would fail all of them. But like the characters are actually like decent characters, you know. It's like they actually have
we have
personality.
finally figured out like the character Nova has now evolved to the point that we understand her, and I imagine that we're not going to follow the whole Quentin is now trying to get her to date her as much anymore. I think that they're now going to be on an equal level after this next episode.
I completely agree. Well, and see, we never really saw.
We figured out Lin-zee, and she and the captain kind of match in character. So I don't think that we're going to go with the whole. You know, we've still kind of made her the ditzy hot girl, and we're still going to explore that to subvert it because we were doing that on purpose.
Well, and the thing is too is that we didn't I want to say that like it wasn't none of it was us sitting around going like, oh yeah, because this is how girls are. This is their only purpose. Because like there is a lot of like really bad misogyny that goes on in like filmmaking and stuff, and especially like in video games, it's really bad too. But like that was never at all our intention, and a lot of our female voice actors, our one female voice actor, I'm pretty sure is aware of that as well. And I think a lot of our female viewers, it's not like I ever hear anyone besides my mom going, "That's just sexist," you know. So like, I don't know. I jumped at the fence on it, just saying that like, you know,
alien
we're
women.
just... like we
Because
yeah.
we're writing a short with a brand new female character, and like one of the points I made when discussing it, it's like we're gonna have a male and a female that potentially has recurring roles. I don't want him to be in love with her.
Yeah, we went out of our
The
way to
irony-
make sure that
the
that
irony,
wasn't.
Joseph, is that you were originally trying to push the boyfriend girlfriend thing with the new character when
I
we
thought it would
originally
have been a funny
original
backstory if she dated Quentin for like an hour when she was drunk. And that was the joke. But
I do know in this latest episode, we do pass the Bechdel test. Casey, don't make those teal. It's just not working.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what color I want to make the designs on the walls. I want it to be something that stands out, but I don't want it to be something that like is way too distracting. Yeah.
when do we have two female characters talking to each other?
Petunia and Nova.
That's
Oh,
true.
that's true.
We
Yeah.
don't talk about man.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, it's not main characters.
No, it doesn't matter. She's named though. We say Petunia's name, and it counts.
Okay.
It's not the greatest, but it passes.
Wait, I can change. I can change some lines around. By the way, how's your boyfriend doing? You want?
No.
I did want to have a character. I did want to like make fun of the Bechdel test by having someone's boyfriend be named like Bechdel or Del Beck or something like that, and they just talk about him.
Well, yeah, because the thing is that like you can't, and I think even the Bechdel test says this is that you can't, not everything that passes the Bechdel test, even technically, like what am I trying to say here? There's lots of things that you could say, oh, this movie passes the Bechdel test, but at the same time, like it is in no way, shape, or form a good representation of women in cinema.
Is the rule that you can't have that when two women are talking to each other that they can't be talking about a man, or is it that a woman in a story can't be involved
There
with a
are
man
three
at all?
criteria. One is that you have two female characters that are named that talk to each other about something other than a man.
Throughout the entire movie?
At least at some point in the movie.
Is it just them talking to each other, or can a woman be in the scene
They
with...
got to talk to each other.
Okay. Because Iron Man 3 passes that test, I think.
A lot of movies actually try to pass it, like it becomes a standard.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's a character who is an ex... It's like the girlfriend and the ex-girlfriend, but when they're talking, they have entire scenes together, and they never talk about, Tony.
No, because like I said, a lot of movies nowadays, like the film industry has really like come a long ways trying to.
Is it they don't talk about a man in a romantic context? Is that the rule? Because
technically, no, it can't be at all. Because it's like
because they talk about Tony as a character, just not as a boyfriend.
Well, but that's the thing
they
is
still talk about a man.
Yeah, like because the idea is that, like in cinema, well, it comes.
Mind, that's still passing because sometimes you have to talk about a character.
No, sometimes you have to do. But think about all the male characters in movies that don't talk about women.
But if
here's the idea behind it. It's
sorry, but if there's a female character, then they talk about them, and like in that movie, there's two females talking, and a man comes up, but not in a romantic sense.
Well, but the idea isn't about that women only care about men. That's what we think. The idea is that women are portrayed as actual characters. They're only there to support the male roles, like in movies. That's where the Bechdel test comes from. So in a movie, it's like you can't have two girls that are just there just to talk about the main character. That because that becomes their only purpose is to
because that scene is the girl talking about herself as a character, and at one point the other girl mentions Tony as a kind of parallel.
Yeah, well, but that still is defining the male character, and the females are just supporting. Now, I'm not saying that, that's bad.
It's not about Tony; it's about the girl.
I know, but now I'm saying because and again, the Bechdel test states that there's plenty of movies out there that don't pass the Bechdel test that aren't misogynistic at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not a global rule.
Yeah, that rule just seems like it has a big asterisk by it because. If it's a female character, then it might be required to mention a man just because that's how stories work, you know?
Well,
Yeah,
but the idea is
there-
that it. Look, you got to look at how. Sorry.
there are situations in movies that where even if the main character is a male, like you'll have either two female characters, two male characters. We'll talk about them, but you can think of plenty of examples of movies where there are two male characters that don't talk about another male character. They talk about something else. They talk about themselves or something in their history or something that happened. And the thing is that with the Bechdel test, I think it's just saying that how often.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not automatically saying that if they don't do this, it's obviously it's
Yeah.
bad or it's wrong or like.
I was just thinking like that's an example in a big, big popular movie that that has entire scenes where, there's two ex-girlfriends talking to each other and don't mention a man except for this one instance, and you're saying that means they fail.
Yeah, well, there is a big asterisk by it, but I mean, like we're saying, the point is that like it's supposed to call attention to the fact that there is so much media out there where they only have female characters in it just to have a female character, just to be like, oh, there's a love interest, like, and that's it.
Admittedly, like I guess
Yeah,
that's how
which
it's,
is-
that's what we did. So
Yeah, I mean,
we didn't
like,
think about Nova being a character.
Well, no,
first.
we sort of did. Like,
We didn't think of Nova being a character. We thought of Lin-zee as a character, and we were trying to develop.
Lin-zee was a prop to begin with. He
well,
was this
here's
captain around.
the mistake we made isn't that we had or defined characters. It's that we wrote these characters, came up with personalities for them, and said like, okay, this is Nova. And we didn't really be very strong about it, but in our defense, we didn't be really strong about any of the characters. We said like, like here's all these characters, here's kind of what they represent or whatever, but we just kind of passed over a lot of them just to get focused on Quentin and what we thought his story, which was just instantly falling in love with Nova, which isn't a very strong introduction to either character and kind of sells them both short. And what ends up happening is, and we talked about this before when we were writing the short with Solaris, is that our first impressions just become like, oh, this is just the girl, and this is just the guy that falls in love with her. Yeah, which is why with the short with Solaris we tried to say like, okay, what do we want this character to be in the long run, and make sure that that's our first impression of that character right off the bat, and that's a much better way to go about it.
We did come up when we were developing the characters. We did come up with how they relate to the theme, even if we didn't show that in the first episode. We did know that Solaris was. We didn't have her figured out until this latest episode. We did know that Solaris was just kind of like sick of her job. Not Solaris, I'm sorry, Nova.
Nova, yeah.
We did kind of come up with Solaris was gonna she was being held back by her position. She was better at her. She deserves a better job because she was good at it. Quentin was sort of the everyman that just has to deal with all the crap.
Well, even a lot of the subplots, like for example, Canis wanting to betray everyone on the ship because he didn't want to work there. Like he desperately wanted out somehow. So like he tries to sabotage everything in order to get the ship dry docked. And like that was sort of our original intention, and we never really showed that properly. It never really came to fruition.
It was just I think we were planning on exploring it in a later episode, but I think we still succeeded in that episode because we did want to establish an antagonist, and we did.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, you can say whatever you want about what we did wrong. We did a lot of stuff right. I think that we've learned a lot. Yeah, like, I think in the future it'd be like... I know one thing that we do now with writing is we say, like, okay, if there's something or a plot point we want to explore that might even be slightly important, we make sure to do it when we have the chance. I think we did that with episode 3, where it was like, we'll never have the chance to have a sandworm again, so we might as well just do it now.
Plot point, giant sandworm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know what I mean, though. It's like we look at like
never say we can explore this in another episode if you think it's going to be important.
Yeah, like that's kind of the rule. Is it's like, you know what, if it's
because you never know when if that opportunity is actually going to actually ever come up, and if you try to force it, it's going to seem forced.
Yeah, now with jokes, it's a different story, because we used to have the problem of being like, we gotta tell this joke, and we didn't realize that, well, jokes can work in almost any context, depending on, like, it's like, if it's something that the captain's gonna say, or the STFU is gonna say in particular, you can jump back to it almost whenever, it doesn't really matter. But, like, yeah, plot points and character development, that's the kind of thing that you really don't want to just gloss over.
Yeah.
And say, like, we'll get to this later.
That's why I really wanted Stardate to be made.
Yeah.
We were never going to have the opportunity to really have Lin-zee in that, like, explore Lin-zee and the captain in that way.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we are a little bit in what we have planned for episode 6, because she's kind of in that too, but it's not really about her. And it's only strengthened by Stardate. All that stuff in episode 6. If we didn't have Stardate, then that stuff would have came out of nowhere.
Well, and that's something that we've become a lot better at doing now, when we write episodes. Like, the shorts in particular are really good at exploring characters that we just never really gave ourselves the chance to do. So, like Petunia and Jerry.
They're very important characters.
Yeah,
I mean, they've been in almost every episode. Like,
they're
half
just in the background, yeah.
So they're very important.
No, we learned a lot about writing. It's funny because, like, episode 1 of Wonders, when we made it, we thought was perfect. We were like, oh, this is just amazing. Everyone loves this. And then, like, yeah, and then we look back at it now and we're like, oh, what were we doing?
Oh no, like, even when we made it, I was figuring, well, we'll be doing more of these. It's okay. Yeah, if we're going to go back to episode 1, I would change Quentin's interest in Nova to something different.
Yeah, like, I don't...
Like, maybe he still wants to get to know her and, like, think she's cute and all that, but it wouldn't be, like fawning over her so much.
Yeah, because I think that's one of the weakest points in that is, and people have brought this up, is like, why is he so interested in her in the first place? Like, what's the point?
Well, like, and it reminds me of in Futurama, like, when Fry sees Leela.
Yeah.
Oh, like, Leela's a sexy, athletic cop lady.
She has one eye.
Yep.
Well, that was kind of the joke in that, wasn't it? As he's just like, whoa, with one eye.
Was Fry instantly spin with Leela? I forget.
No, he wasn't, actually. That's something that Futurama did really well, is he wasn't right off the bat. I think that, like, that whole first episode, they sort of bonded over the fact that they were both trapped in their... by, like, what the world decided they were best at, which was he was going to be a delivery boy, and she didn't like her job either, and, like, she's chasing him down because that's her job, and, in the end, they both realize that they're just sort of trapped by that, and they give it up.
Like, maybe a better thing to do was, if we, like, expanded episode 1 a little more, be like, yeah, I'm stuck at this job, like, at this front desk, I can't even get transferred, and Quentin's like, yeah, my job, like, I know we did this in episode 2, but, like, yeah, like, I'm, like, trapped, like, I'm stuck in engineering, Yeah. I'm not even like that, and they can, like, be like, okay, that's good, now get away from me. But Quentin could see that as, like, this person needs a friend.
Yeah, that would have been...
be that friend.
We're going to probably start going with the 2 characters, because we've
figured
it out now, and we think, now that we figured out both characters, that they can progress naturally and not necessarily be love interest for the sake of love interest.
Yeah, well, I think we've progressed beyond it being a love interest in the first place, and it's become more of just like a generic friendship. Like,
yeah.
Well, because episode 5 in particular, and we're not really giving anything away, really does explore more about Nova and why she really doesn't like the position she's in.
Yeah.
And makes it worse actually by the end of the episode. So it's like you can really kind of feel for the problem that she now has, and it's like Quinn's just kind of there to be like, you know what, this sucks, but we're in it together, Yeah. So I think it works. I don't know what else to add to this room.
You coffee. I'm
gonna be honest. I
have moved beyond the friend zone.
I know that, like, I was gonna add stuff into the back here, but I think it's just gonna be clutter. Honestly.
Yeah, add like a lamp or something onto the table. We'll make it a prop so it can be, floating.
Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, something on the table.
It's a great idea. I have great ideas.
But yeah, no, it's interesting how far the series has come. I really hope to keep working on it. Like, we've been kind of slow at things lately, but like there's just so many ideas I want to explore with it,
Okay, so when I said the frame on the Foodmatron, I meant the whole blue frame that's going around the entire thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll get back to that.
Because it'll stand out really nicely.
I'm just trying to
Don't
figure out
forget
what
to
I
make
want.
all of these symbols, or I will. Well, I don't have to deal with it.
Oh, they'll all be symbols. Don't
Casey,
worry.
don't put anything in folders. Take that, Joseph.
Yeah, please don't. I don't like folders.
You don't really? What?
Because I never know where anything is.
That's why we make a hierarchy. Props, lamp,
I don't know.
character.
But I also keep all my characters in separate scenes, so if I need something, I just go there to get it.
Well, why can't you do that and folders?
Because sometimes
I also don't have to worry about finding Quentin if you spelled it with an E or an I.
I
And
fixed
if
all that.
Nova's boot is actually Quentin's boot.
I fixed all that.
So
Mostly.
you say. Yeah.
You gotta
Is this
redraw
lamp-
the captain so he's not like really small.
Cat.
Is this lamp too big? Do you think?
Does
I don't
this
know.
lamp make me look fat?
I don't know.
That's doing ya.
What do you think, Mark? Is it too thick?
I don't know.
I hope we see that.
It looks like the Peter Lorre lamp from
Brave Little Toaster?
Toaster.
How did I know you were gonna say that?
Because that's the only thing you know that Peter Lorre is in.
Yeah, that's a good
You don't
point.
know he's in M. You don't know he's in Casablanca. Oh, what else is it? He was in a bunch of stuff.
He was in the Larry Laurie show. Peter Lorre, what's the name?
Peter Lorre.
Peter Lorre.
Peter Lorre.
Yeah, he was in the Larry Laurie show. It was a sister show. His sister's name was Larry.
Peter Lorre Jr.
It's a very, very confusing family.
Remember Carol Burnett?
Didn't she die?
Did she die recently?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hmm.
And the lamp's gone.
Wasn't she the...
I didn't like it. It's too big.
Yeah. Just make a little tiny lamp or a clock radio or something.
I'll make a clock radio as well.
Statue of Petunia.
A statue of Petunia. We got it ordered for the room.
Ice sculpture.
Order one of our first-class rooms and get your very own personalized statue of yourself.
Statue.
I want a statue of myself.
Okay, so you got a little white dot on your screen.
What?
Fix
Oh, you mean
the
on my
white-
green screen? Yeah.
Fix the white dot.
I can't. It's there.
Where's your skull? I miss the skull.
Uh,
Oh, the skull.
where is the skull? Actually, I don't know where it's at.
It was a nice... It added atmosphere.
I'll have to go find it at some
Yeah,
point. It's
it was
around
good.
here. Oh, it's underneath the table. There we go.
Casey,
How did
Casey, you have a skull?
it get there?
I put it there because I didn't want it to fall off of the couch
What, during
because it
earthquakes?
doesn't really stay up there very well.
So wait,
And I don't know
is
where
this
else to put it.
Erlenmeyer- Is this an Erlenmeyer flask that you're making?
A what?
Erlenmeyer flask.
A what?
A flask.
No, it's not.
It looks like a flask.
How does that look like a flask?
The bottom part.
It looks like a potion, like from Mario 2.
Yeah, that's a
it's
flask.
flask.
That's a beaker. A flask is like a thing you put on your hip.
No. What?
A hip flask. Put like whiskey in it.
Here you go.
Joseph, you're from the
Erlenmeyer
south. No, I'm just joking.
Look,
No, he's talking about like a site. Yeah, because they are called flasks, I think. But
Really?
yeah.
I just linked you to an Erlenmeyer flask.
No, I know what you're talking about, Mark. Don't worry.
I thought
I'm
those
just
were called,
surprised you started drawing the lamp from the bottom.
I thought those were called beakers,
No, beakers are the cylindrical ones.
and they're also on the Muppets.
No, there's only one beaker in the Muppet.
I'm sure at one point there were multiple beakers. It just seems like something that would happen. But did you see Muppets Most Wanted?
Yeah.
Was it any
Was it-
good?
It wasn't as good as the first one. It still had some snappy songs and standard Muppet fare. I was still happy seeing it.
Did you miss like the two human characters? You wish they were in it?
They technically were in it.
They were?
The very opening shot. The opening of the movie is them finishing up shooting on the last movie.
Oh.
They go into their first song, which is "We're Doing a Sequel."
So in this movie, the first movie was a movie they were making?
Yeah. The whole opening shot is based. The opening musical number is them talking about how they're able to make a movie and that their first movie did well, and that the studio wants them to make another. They even say one of the lyrics is everybody knows that the sequel's never quite as good. It's actually a really good song. I really like that opening song.
I'll see it on video.
Yeah.
First one was cute.
Yeah, it's not quite as good, but it's it's standard Muppet fare. It's no Muppets from space.
Well, like I was listening to a review on it, and they were saying how like the first movie just worked so well because it was like them coming from obscurity and all that into the modern age. And now that they've done that, like, what do? Well, you just make a movie with Muppets in it.
Yeah.
And that can still be good, but it's not as interesting as what the first one was.
That's kind of what they did with the second Muppet movie, the original one. Is that the first one was the Muppets coming together, and it was sort of a movie about them coming together, framed with them watching the movie.
Yeah.
And the second one was that Fozzie and Kermit were.
Oh, there we go. So it's a movie of people watching a movie.
Yeah, the second one was Kermit and Fozzie were brothers, and they were like detectives, or they were detectives or private eyes or something like that.
What?
That's one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen in a Muppet movie, which is throughout the movie. Excuse me. They're always joking that the lamp looks good. They're always joking that that like Kermit and Fozzie are brothers. Like everybody just automatically knows they're brothers, even though they're not. Obviously, they're brothers because they're different. And then they show a picture of their father, which is this horrible combination of Fozzie and Kermit as a Muppet. It's like a Fozzie-looking Muppet with like Kermit's eyes and green fuzz or something like that.
I'm just gonna draw a radio or thing, even though like there's no place for it to sit. So we can just have it floating around and it just falls in the floor.
Oh, so it's like Fozzie with he's green with Kermit eyes.
Yeah, here it is.
No, yeah, I'm seeing it. Sorry,
Casey, take a look.
Hold on.
Hey, Kermit.
Oh, I've seen that before. I'm just gonna draw a bunch of stuff. Here, this is gonna be the,
Make sure you make those, object symbols.
Yeah, I'm gonna get around to that, don't worry.
Why don't you make them as soon as you're finished drawing them? Make them a symbol.
Why don't
Because
you
I'm
draw
busy moving on to the next thing. Look, I don't think
always
about the
draw-
Are you
present.
drawing like a gold bar?
I always draw, things in symbols in the first place.
Nah, I never do that. I don't know why. It's just not my habit.
Draw some one-up mushrooms.
Some one-up mushrooms.
Yeah, we need like a suitcase maybe. For like a bra for no reason.
It when it comes back on, it lands on Jerry.
Oh, is that the clock?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a gold bar. When they won the lotto.
Platinum
Bar.
bar.
When they won the lotto, that's how they got paid. They just gave them gold bars.
Gold plus platinum.
Yeah, why not? Come on, have you ever won the lotto before? How do you know that's not what they actually just give you?
I won $50 in the scratch off lotto once.
Oh.
They give you if you won $100 million, they give you it all in zinc.
That was a nice try, Joseph. That was you making a geology joke. I like it. I like trying.
That was a reference to something. I forget what it was.
Will you rock?
Zinc's not a rock. It's a.
Oh my god. That was Gurkaman asked me to give him a pickle pun the other day for video games. And he just at random. He's just like, lay it on me, shoot those lasers at me. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's just like, I don't think if we put these video games in a jar for an extended period of time that they would taste very good on a sandwich. He's like, that's a terrible pun. But he's like, I like it. It's like, oh, okay.
It's apparently 0 o'clock.
It's in metric.
It's in metric binary.
Yeah, there you go.
Jerry, it's square o'clock.
It's half past cube.
It's half past cube. It's like a.
What the fuck is this geometric shapes?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you've already kept going, but I think it was a you don't actually have to draw numbers on it because I think it's going to be far away.
Well, it's 98 something o'clock. I just was drawing random numbers. You know, I'm gonna make this one an N. If anyone zooms in on this, they're just gonna be confused as shit.
It's N.
Maybe put
And then this one will be a
98N.
98N no.
No. Slept in
I'm sure we won't let him post a comment on the video. I guess he posted too much and got banned.
What?
No, it says my YouTube app won't let me post a comment on this video.
It's weird.
98 no. Oh goodness.
Is there like a? I don't know.
I'm gonna put in a
Or is it on 86?
on 86. I'm gonna draw the chord.
Now.
Whoops. I'll make the chord like a dark, like bronzy sort of color.
What are you bronzifying?
Well, I'm making the chord like so you can have it waving around a little bit if you want.
Yeah, I'll make it.
Why is it unplugged? I don't know, but
Oh, maybe not.
it's like we gotta test to see if the gravity's turned off. Quick, start unplugging everything in the room and see if it floats around.
If you just have the cord like just go down to the floor, it can still be plugged in. Like
Yeah, we could just we could just shape tween it.
yeah, like just
I
have
feel like shape tweens, right, Casey? Right, Joseph?
just make a plug on the wall, and I can just have it like kind of bounce up and down.
Are you sure you want to do that? Oh man, this really doesn't. Well, I gotta change that color because it's like the same as the wall.
Make it with a line.
I don't know why the clock wouldn't be on the table, but whatever.
That's what you
Something
wonder about? That's what you wonder?
What? No. Might be behind a little bit, but make sure you plug it into the wall.
You want me to actually plug it in?
Yeah, well.
Plug it in. We'll just have it go behind the
Yeah, I don't know. That's
the beds.
You can do that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say make the cord a line because it's easier to shape tween. Stop making it green. Green doesn't work. Zoom height. Actually, that green kind of works. Looks like
Yeah, that green actually works pretty well. I finished with it already. I made the cord purple because it's the only way that contrasts with the wall well enough. You really think I should just? I was just gonna have it just.
In case you make it black.
All right,
Let's make it
fine.
black.
All right, it's black now. There you go. Are you sure you want me to just plug it in? I kind of like it floating around unplugged, but maybe not.
Why would it be showing numbers and letters?
I don't know, because it's in the future. For fuck's sakes.
Well, if it's not plugged in, then it won't be displaying the correct letters, numbers.
Maybe.
Yeah, so you can delete that line thing when you get it.
Yeah, let's make
Deal with it how you want.
Let's make my block.
All right. There's that.
I think this should be a picture above the bed.
I tried that, but it looked
picture
weird.
above the bed should be a picture of a bed.
I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom again. All this coffee, Jesus.
Make it a mirror, so I have to animate everything twice.
I'd do it.
You would do it.
I probably would.
That's
I did a lot with reflections in episode 4. I don't know why. It made things seem more menacing.
Because this man's own reflection staring back at him. Yeah,
I guess.
I guess. If you want to look deep into it, I guess.
You can't look deep into a mirror. You just look at a mirror. I think Casey's pooping too. He could be pooping. Does everyone want to hear about poop? Leave a comment in the web zone if you want to talk about poop.
No, it's getting late. We're talking about poop.
You're right. We shouldn't talk about poop past 12.
I'm just saying, it's so late. We're getting tired, so we don't know what we're saying anymore.
We're in Vega.
It's just,
Peas and carrots.
Well, I'm back.
did you poop?
What?
We were,
No.
we were
I
all
peed.
theorizing you were pooping.
Nope.
Oh.
Number 1, everybody. Okay, so
So no attempt at
what? No attempt at what?
nothing.
Well, I was trying to draw a picture of the bed before, and I didn't like it.
Didn't like it. It might be too busy anyway.
Yeah, I mean that was the thing. Is it ended up looking like there was just too much. I don't know. Because in a normal hotel room there would be, but when I put anything up there, it just ended up there's just way too much crap all over the place. I could go through and do the same sort of designs. What's that?
Good question. So will we be clarified that Quentin is an actual engineer? Because in episode 2 he becomes the head engineer to be fired. So I thought he was a normal guy with no engineering experience.
Yeah, that was another thing that we set up
I think
and it
when
didn't.
we were originally doing it, actually, sorry to interrupt. I think when we were originally doing it, we were figured that he's still a human. So even though he's chief engineer, he's still below everybody else.
Yeah, we kind of like never picked up on that plot thread.
The 4th episode, he actually he talked about this. Like, shouldn't I be doing like engineering stuff and not cleaning the ship?
Yeah.
Because he's still a human, he can still be forced to clean.
We do have an idea for an episode later on where he's in charge of fixing stuff. So.
Yeah.
That's actually where I wanted the Jupiter gravity joke to come in, was that they're hanging up lampshades, and then they ask, like, how does gravity on the ship work anyway? And then some guy's like, we imported from Jupiter. The joke being,
Yeah, we know the joke. We know the joke.
what?
Maybe we could still use it.
Well, we can use, okay.
There we go. I just put some friggin' designs on the walls behind the bed. There you go.
You didn't put designs on the walls, you put circles on the walls.
It's the same as either wall, so it works. It looks like wallpaper.
Somebody who has a phobia of circles will hate being in this room.
Who has a phobia of circles? They don't have any yet. There's no corners. There's no corners. It's a never-ending cycle of lies.
Stoke the sides.
Somebody had a Helen Keller joke the other day. It was they told Helen Keller to go sit in the corner of a circular room.
Oops.
That's mean.
Look at all the circles in this room. It's perfect.
Yep, it works really well actually. I like this. I like this room a lot.
Don't you? And like walls and floors and stuff.
I make everything simple.
Yeah.
Design a lot in the floors and walls and stuff.
Oh, go back and fix the Fumatron frame.
Oh, get out of the way, family. What color am I supposed to make it now?
The color scheme is the bed. See what happens when we use less colors?
Well, you gotta get there
When
first.
it's not garish yellow.
Well, you gotta get there first. It's, like usually I'll play around with it a lot until I find the colors that seem to work the
I
best.
do like how that orange and yellow matches with the blue, and how
Yeah, no, they all those contrast really well.
and it looks I don't know, I like it.
Don't put the family on the bed.
I had to get him out of the way.
We should put like a cupcake in there floating.
A cupcake? What?
Should have a bunch of water coming out, forming circles.
Little globes.
Oh, I watched this video, speaking of water and space, of a knitting needle that was charged with static electricity
Yeah.
and droplets of water orbiting around it. It was really cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Science.
Yeah, had to find. It was like, in like 0G.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, yeah. Alright, well, what do you think?
Like everything except the speaker is still that crappy blue, but everything else looks great.
I want you to add a giant gas giant.
And the sun. You need to draw a nebula. Make sure you draw
Draw
a
an
nebula.
entire solar system back there. That's how far away they are.
You know what? Makes two suns. The solar system is going around a binary star.
I want you to draw the universe.
All right, give me like an hour.
This way,
You've got 50 minutes.
55 minutes.
Get out of my creepy basement.
Get out of my popcorn bucket.
Oh. Well, let's see here. I'm trying to think of what else I need to do here. I don't know. There needs to be a pool. No, I need to go through and make things. Let's see, that's the guy at the bed.
They
It's
could
fine,
be
it's-
overlooking a space pool outside the window.
The table's not a symbol. Convert to symbol.
That's not actually a window to space. This room is actually in the middle of the ship. It's just a window with a hologram.
It's the TV. It's on the Space Channel.
Yeah.
That could actually be like.
Because like every room can't be on the hull of the ship. But this is premium.
It's premium.
Yep.
Well,
Although it
I've
was
stated
the old-
before to people
But it
that
was the old room that didn't have the gravity. Remember in the first episode 2, 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is this the room they went out of to go to premium?
Maybe. I don't know.
This is a pretty nice room. If this is economy class, I can't imagine what premium looks like.
It's economy snake class.
I figured no, the premium rooms we haven't gotten to drawing them yet, but like the premium rooms, I imagine being like friggin' like this is like belongs in a mansion kind of like room.
Yeah.
You ever played Starship Titanic? The first class rooms in that is kind of what I was thinking, where it's just like this big room with like pillars and like golden lamps like hanging everywhere and chandeliers and stuff. And
my friends have a copy of that game,
yeah.
and on Mac, and I was so excited. I was like, "Oh, I want this! I will install it. I can play it! Oh my god!" And they totally let me borrow it because I don't give a shit. And it can't be played on the current operating system, and I was so sad.
You might be able to get it. I mean, I've played games that are like so old that you can't really play them anymore, and there's ways for them to run usually.
Yeah, but I couldn't.
It's
do
on
it.
Mac though. They're
Oh.
they're not backwards compatible like Windows are.
Yeah. So sad.
I mean, I'm sure I could find Google images of it, but
No, because I want to play that game because I'm a fan of like Myst, and I actually read the book, the Starship Titanic book.
well, Starship Titanic is interesting because it uses it's an adventure game, but you actually type commands like to the characters, like you say do this, and then they respond to like keywords and stuff like that and phrases.
Yeah, that's how the old Sierra games did it as well.
Yeah.
So.
All right, I'm just looking at this. I think that's everything.
So since they're snakes, do they unhinge their jaw to eat live animals? Is that what they order? Because I assume that's why they don't have
They
a
order
team of
mice
players.
from the Foodmatron.
They don't have a
Yeah,
breakfast.
why is it between eating that mouse? Maybe the
'Cause
mouse
it's-
is thinner.
They're trying to get that cheese.
I've been trying to get that mouse.
Well, they're sophisticated, right? So they don't just eat their food live. They have it like cooked and prepared.
And they're not actual snakes. They're aliens.
Yeah, they're alien like being snakes. Yeah.
Oh, Andy's the same species. So does he eat? When does he like unhinge his jaw?
He eats breadsticks.
He eats breadsticks.
He's on Atkins. He's on Snakekins.
He just unhinges his jaw and gazelles running.
Just entire gazelles just run in. It's like that scene from that like Mega Shark movie, or like where the guy's on the jet ski and he's just going, brrr, and then like he like is like laughing because he got away from the ship, and he's like laughing at all the poor people still on there, and he like looks towards the camera and then starts screaming, and it just cuts to this wide shot of this shark with its mouth open, and he just rides the jet ski into the mouth, and it eats him. I remember seeing that.
Fucking asylum.
Oh god, the Nostalgia Critic did a review of Sharknado. Actually, I remember. There's like a scene where like a shark like eats this girl whole. Like she falls out of like a helicopter, and a shark just eats her like out of it. Just jumps up and eats her out of the water. And like later in the movie, like the main character, I forget who plays him.
Yeah.
Like a shark's coming at him, and he jumps into the shark with like a chainsaw, and like it eats
Yeah, he
him
does.
whole. and then like he cuts his way out of the shark with like the chainsaw like out of its stomach, and then like has the girl from earlier in the movie with him, like she survived in its stomach.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
the
like
ending.
what? Oh yeah, it's just like this randomly happy ending.
Yeah, no, that's Asylum.
Oh yeah, it's great though, and it's funny because the Red Letter Media doesn't like him that much because it's on purpose.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I say that if who cares if it's on purpose? I still think it's hilarious.
Well, do you ever watch like have you ever seen like bad movies that are so bad they're good, like Plan 9 or The Room or anything like that?
I guess not, but I don't really see what the difference is. I mean, it's like they might be so bad because they're incompetent, but I don't really find the incompetent. I mean, I find the incompetence funny, but even when it's like over the top, it's still the same. It's still humorous, you know.
There
Like
is, yes.
it might not be
But
humorous if you're.
there is a big difference when you're watching something like Troll 2 and Plan 9 to the people who don't understand why this is bad to people who don't care that this is bad. And
Yeah,
they are two different experiences.
No,
Not
it's very
saying one is
true
better than
because
the other. Like I understand why some people would be put off by it's purposely. It's not purposely bad. It's that they don't give a crap.
Yeah, well, it's like the ones that are made with heart, and see if you're actually like a filmmaker, I could see why watching like Plan 9 is hilarious too, because you're just watching all the mistakes that are made, in it or whatever, you know. But like,
Plan 9, I believe, is uh, in the public domain, so you can probably find that and just watch it. It's great.
yeah, well, because it's like if you're someone who knows filmmaking, you see those mistakes and you're just like, oh God, look at this. Whoa, what the hell did you do there? But like, you know, see, to me, like I don't really like. I guess I understand the difference, but it's just like I don't really know what I'm saying. It's just that like I can see why Red Letter Media. Yeah, like
because you're soulless.
I'm putting the plant in the shot, by the way, because why not?
Yeah, don't get the shadow, and I'd say put it as close to the corner as you can get without it looking weird.
I already did that, so you're just behind. You're behind the times.
You time traveler. Take
Oh,
your TARDIS and go somewhere else.
Actually, there's something about the Wonders of the Universe that people have asked me before. Like, you know, like how does the ship continuity work? Because obviously, like, the outside of the ship is this round, like where the rooms are, where the windows are. It's this like round dome area. So like you have rooms like this where it's this rounded. Like, how does this fit? I'm like, well, we could just say that like it uses the same technology like the TARDIS does, and just like that's bigger on the inside. Who cares? It looks like however it wants. They just warp the ship or the inside of the ship into the rest of the ship, and like it's a way to.
It looks smooth because it's so big. It's actually like bumpy, like a bunch of little atoms. Each room is an atom.
Yeah. Well, either way it works because because like it becomes a reference even though it's just lazy writing. So it's whatever, you know, it doesn't really matter, and no one really thinks about it. No one really cares. Did you know that Earth is technically smoother than a bowling ball?
Technically, you mean based on the variation of height?
Yeah. If you were to zoom out, like if you were to take the whole globe of the Earth, like even with like the deepest trenches and highest mountains, the Earth is still smoother than a bowling ball because of like the ratio of like depth and height that the entire Earth, like the size of it compared to like how, you know, how bumpy it actually is. If you were big enough to hold the Earth in your hand, it would be smoother.
Well, I am big enough to hold the Earth in my hand. I'm exercising. Jeez.
But yeah, it's kind of interesting when you think about it.
Science.
The Earth is just that. The Earth is just that big, you know.
It's still. I love like looking at pictures of like the Earth and then having it scale up until we see Canis Majoris, which is like one of the largest star that we know, and how much bigger it is.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Well, people just don't even have a comprehension of just how massive like planets are.
Yeah.
Well, I think this room is done.
Yeah, save it, ship it, cut it, print.
This has been, how long has it been? We've been doing this for
3 hours.
3 hours, so
half of it was on the star field.
No, 4 minutes was on the star field.
Well, on the first star field, then you went back to it.
Yeah, and that took like less time. I like this room though. I think this looks good.
You can have that other shot be like the outside of their room if we ever do more skits with these guys.
This shot? No, I was just gonna make this shot the same color because this is where Jerry comes in from, and then it cuts to this shot. Yeah. So that there we have like half of the episode is just drawn. I think the only other shot we really need, I think, is there's a side shot maybe, yeah, of them in the room, and then there's the which will be easy because it's just gonna be like the wall with like the beds on it or whatever, and then the last shot will just be them jumping on the beds, which might even be able to be the same shot. I don't know.
Don't give away the ending.
Oh, sorry. But like, I think we're good. I think we's good.
Yeah, put that on the drive. Oh.
Yeah.
What else was I gonna say?
Probably. God damn it, Casey.
I was gonna say something. Oh, it's gone. But yeah, the next background you can work on is the one I need.
Oh, tonight?
Not tonight. I don't need tonight.
Okay, that's 3 hours worth of work that I didn't take a break for. Usually, according to Colorado law, I'm supposed to have a break.
And got like 3 cups of coffee. So stop complaining.
I am supposed to have a 15-minute break, or else I can sue all of you. You're gonna get fined.
Union.
Actually, I guess and I guess technically I'm my own boss in this case too. It's not like you're. I get fined the money for not taking a break. Well, let's see.
Well, I'm done for the night. Good job, Casey.
You're done. What did you do tonight?
I'm actually going to be doing a.
And then I can't animate because people will hear spoilers.
You don't have headphones?
Well, I think.
Casey? Yes.
I think what I might try doing is some miniature in the background streams throughout the week so that I can figure out what music is copyrighted. Like I'll just do it on my channel and I'll just not monetize it and see if it gets claimed or not, because they've changed they've changed the rules on how I thought it was still how it was, and apparently they've just altered everything. So we'll just see what happens. It's okay though. So
okay.
Anyways, yeah, we'll see you all next time. We had lots of fun, and yeah, so.
I think any daffodils.
Stop streaming! Oh, what? You may have been logged out. Please refresh the page and try again. We're still live. How did I get logged out?
Yeah, just close the browser or whatever you're using.
No, you actually gotta press the button. There we go.
Press the button, Frank.
The stream's never gonna end.